Ah, we are here! Hello, everybody. This is the Bowenthius hour once more. And now see, this week it feels like I haven't streamed in 50 million years. Hello, everybody. Congrats on the first, as usual. Thank you for being here, as always. Oh, Scouts, always a pleasure. Alright, that's a thing that I needed to fix that I forgot to fix. You see, also, hello, Killshot, welcome in. So, the way life has been treating me quite well, actually. It's been an extremely productive week, and I will get into it. But before I get into it, I need to not lose my train of thought, as is often the case. So, the way... Let me reveal to you. Hello. Ah. Hey, I was like, I heard a hello, where's the message? Oh, it's on the other side. Hello on that side as well, Oskal. Oh yeah, you're employing the clever strategy of using all of the points you accrue on that side of things for spending, and then you have the Twitch side of things as your ranking currency. Anyway. Train of thought, where was the train of thought? Ah, the train of thought. Okay, so allow me to peer under the curtain once more and reveal unto you the way my bots work is that there's two bots communicate, well, I don't know if they're technically bots, but they're essentially, softwares, I suppose. So there's two softwares, two bot controlling panels thingies. Hydration, it will be done. It has been done. It is a lot more flickery than usual today for some reason. Anyway, train of thought. I need to remember. It's important to remember the train. Oh yes. So they basically communicate to each other. One bot does the commands. The other one basically acts as a bridge to be communicated to. Basically, I have one bot serving as the middleman between my vtuber program, which makes all of these things happen based on you sending texts in, and the other one is the commands that actually make the things happen. Anyway, the point is that in order for this bridge to be established and for them to communicate with each other, it basically is searching for approved trigger phrases within the things that the bot says. So, for example, if the bot says spin, then it triggers me to spin. But for example, if the bot were to happen to have a phrase that says, for instance, their last one was a vertebrae, you now officially have a spine. The word spin is in the word spine. So whenever you get a vertebrae, it makes me spin because the bot said spin. It makes me spin because the bot said spine. Anyway, the point is, this happened before, but I forgot to fix it. So now, I'm going to write it down so that I can hopefully remember to fix it this time. Because it's, as you can see, it's a very rare occurrence. I think the last time this happened, this is the second time it's happened. The last time it happened was, I believe, months ago. Finally got a spine. Yes, I've got the spine to fix these things at long last. Oh yeah, I actually have this written down in my notes. Spine spin, but I have no idea what that means. Right, I need to add more details to my notes. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Hopefully, next time I will be able to read my own notes and decipher them properly, because all I wrote down was spine spin. Yes, that's the actual proper spin. See, this is how it works. When you do the command, the actual thing that triggers it, so mix it up, it takes your currency away, which is the sigils that you just used to make me spin, and then that mix it up makes the bot say, you have used 360 sigils to conjure a spin. And then that communicates to the, what is it called? To the streamer.bot. And then that triggers into Vinyan. It's very weird and complicated, and like, as you well know, it took me a month to configure it all. But it all works. And that's actually the secret behind it. It's looking for trigger phrases. And the trigger phrase is spin. And I didn't account for the fact, well, because this was done before this new system was implemented, I didn't account for the fact that the word spine features the word spin. I don't know why I was afraid to share this information the first time it happened. I was like, you know what, I'll keep it to myself. I don't want to dispel the secrets of the Bowenthius annals, but now I feel like it's perfectly fine to show you a sneak peek at what happens behind the scenes. Speaking of behind the scenes, those of you who are the Scion Sentinel support group over on the Ko-Fi side of things, plug, would probably have noticed that there is a new post because I have advanced my progress on the 2.0, and I'm very proud of said progress. Because it felt like such an arduous and impossible task, like, oh, it's gonna take me weeks to model it all. See, there's the Ko-Fi plug up there. There it is, it's beautiful. Oh no. Are we still live? It says connecting to chat, which scares me. Hopefully we're still live. It says transmitting. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So, I was so afraid that it was going to take me the entire month of September, and it most likely still will in other tasks, because I still have rigging to do and all that, but I was so petrified of starting up the modeling prospect again, because it was going to take me so many days, moons, weeks, and so on. And I just had a bout of inspiration in my dreams. I saw these incredible visual aesthetic things that I just had to put down on the model. And within the span of a day, it felt like I managed to do so much. See, okay, so yes, for some reason my Twitch chat is disconnecting, even though we're all still live. Situation where spine includes the word spin reminds me of the carefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, hold on. I missed that. I missed that because I was reading it off of my own stream, and it was only a temporary window. I had 7 seconds to read that, and I was too slow. And now it's gone forever. I need to open up Twitch on my browser and see that message you sent. Hopefully that's how that works. Right, what'd you say? Situation where spine includes the word spin reminds me of how carefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards need to be named so they don't have unintentional synergies. Yes, basically, it is exactly as you say, it's an unintentional synergy. So, you basically got a free spin, but I will take that on the chin because it is my mistake. Anyway, so it felt like, and I feel like, I managed to do a week's worth of modeling within the span of a single day. So that 2.0 progress is looking mighty mwah. It's like another progress visual report is over on the Ko-Fi channel for supporters, so if you're one, you can see it there, and if you're not, well, this is a perfect time to see my whole 2 screenshots that I've posted of my 2.0 progress. I'm very happy with how the model is coming along. Can't wait for the 2.0. Thank you. I am feeling pretty confident now with all this modeling that I managed to do on Tuesday this week. That I will be able to reach the 31st of October as a deadline. In other good news, on the day exactly after I was actually invited to a Halloween party, and I'm very happy with that because I get to mingle with people in the physical space, which is another thing that I've realized about myself, is that I have effectively replaced the social need to be in people's Twitch communities and be active in people's Twitch communities with actual real-life interactions with people, because I don't know how often I mention this, but if you were a fly on the wall on stream number 5463 where I mentioned this, let me mention it again. I go to a board game cafe every now and then, and I met a bunch of very nice people there, and we go to do board game stuff every now and then. And those people have invited me over to a party, and it feels really great, so I'm very excited for that. So my social life has been very good, and again, I realized that basically Twitch inspired a need within me to be somewhat socially active, but over the course of time I've adopted this social activity onto other means. like this board game cafe thing shtick deal. So that unfortunately means that I do not feel the same need to be active in people's communities, because I'm really comparing apples to oranges here, because before I became a streamer even, I was only active in one community at a time. I have an extremely low social battery. And the prospect of being your own PR guy and being your own manager and having to constantly shill yourself on the social medias like Blue Skies and even having a Twitter, it's just too much for my social battery to handle. So I did it in the beginning because I was brand new and fresh and I didn't know what I wanted out of streaming, and I very much treated it like a job. But now that I'm treating it more like a hobby, I've been very lax, even though it constantly feels like the world of streaming is punishing me for it, because all the engagement, all the numbers are going down, oh no, what will I do, oh. But luckily I'm starting to build a resistance to it, because again, this is a hobby, this is not a career, even though the numbers make it feel like a career, it really isn't. There was this card called 100 Eyes Dragon, and if it was called 100 Eyes Dragon, it would count as a red eyes monster. It's the hyphen that makes all the difference. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So, oh yeah, because the way a lot of cards work in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it basically starts with, this is a so-and-so card. This card synergizes with other cards of the same type, and card types and all that, yes. If any, they had different packs, like, Toon Monsters, I think. And then you have Dark Magician, a Dark Magician Girl, and all that malarkey. Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be very complex, so I can see the need for them having to have such distinctions. But, yes. So, back before I became a streamer, the whole shtick that sort of became the catalyst to inspire me to become a streamer is that, I was a part of a singular community. And that was the only community that I had enough social battery for, so I was only there, only active there. And that was enough for me. And then I moved on to a different one. And then I moved on to a different one. And the pattern always repeated in those 3 instances where I could only have enough social battery for that one community, so it was only there and nowhere else. It wasn't isolating per se, it was just, this is my vtuber, these are my community members, and this is where I am, and that's it, that's enough for me, and that is good. And then after all those patterns, I decided to shake things up a bit, and I became a streamer of my own. And instead of having to constantly, for one reason or another, tiptoe from community to community for reasons, I decided to build my own and ground myself. And yeah, this is where we are today. But because of that, I kind of don't really, due to the fact that being a streamer precipitates needing to mingle and interact with other streamers and be the participant in their communities and so on and so forth. It's too much for my poor little social battery to deal with, and I've unfortunately retracted away from being as active as I used to be, because again, it was only one community at a time that I was active in, and I was only active there as a community member, and now I have both the weights of being a community member and a content creator / streamer of my own. So, and then because I'm a streamer, I have so many different people that I know, like Bacon, Megalyn, Tats, Houdini, Asa, Citronita, Telepathic Moose, all these people that you are probably very Marin Frog, of course, you are probably very well aware, because I think every single one of those people that I just mentioned I have raided into at one point or another. And it's so many communities with all, sure they have overarching and intermingling people, but it still feels like it's too much, so I've basically retracted. While simultaneously, I've discovered this board game cafe thing, and I'm seeing people face to face, and they like my face. Or at the very least, they don't shriek in terror at the sight of me. So it's been filling my social need entirely, and then I just don't have the energy to be as active as I used to be. So I'm basically living as a digital hermit. You've done a great job as a streamer. Oh, thank you. It's why I continue doing it, because it's fun as its own thing, separate from my need to be socially active. It's its own separate type of social activity that scratches a different itch, which is very fascinating, which is why I've still kept the streaming going. And I have no desire to stop it. Of course, I am not, like I said, unfortunately the problem, and even though I'm not affiliated with Twitch anymore, and I am trying my absolute darnest to treat it as a hobby, it's really difficult to completely, what's the word? Divorce yourself of all the tiny little niggling little things like, oh, look at all of your friends, and look at how they're constantly posting things and schedules and all that, and you can't help but compare yourself. But as everybody should know, comparison is the thief of joy. Somebody had that tattooed on their skin, and then there's a lovely comedian that said, I'm gonna do a tattoo of that to compare to him, and it's gonna be bigger. His tattoo was like only up until here, and the comedian said that he's gonna tattoo like what's it called? Comparison is the thief of joy. It was adorable. Because it's like an ironic twist to anything. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of little niggles and naggles and so on and so forth. But I am content because I have my kill shots, I have my skulls, and I am happy. I like streaming for streaming's sake, and I like the people that are here with me and for me every time I stream, and that is enough for me, to be honest with you. So. And that's why I'm making the 2.0, because it's an expression of self, and it's not, I would, probably not to the exact same extent, but I love aesthetics, and I love being, your avatar being an expression of yourself, which is why I love VTubing, because this is the most self-expression I've ever expressed of myself in my entire life, and I would never trade this for anything in the world. And I've basically this is basically just an advanced avatar expression. Speaking of, I've been watching the last Airbender for the first time in my life, and I absolutely love it. It's no wonder people have been screaming from head to ceiling about how good it is. It makes sense now. I finally understand the lore. It's exactly what happened with The Witcher. I don't get why people are yapping so much about this, and then I play and it's like, oh, that's why. Can't wait for The Witcher 4. Speaking of games, Hades 2 coming out of early access this month at some date that starts with the 2. Probably gonna play that on stream. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, it does feature reading, but it also features a full and expensive cast of voice actors that are going to overshadow me because they're actually paid professional. And I am also a paid professional, but I'm basically in a different league to them, so they're definitely going to overshadow me. And I don't want to disable the voices to replace them with my own, because, hey, that's just the inferior experience, because I cannot do multiple... I'm not different people. You'll hear me. You'll hear me, and even though you're here for that, it would be disrespecting the beautiful cast that has been selected for Hades 2. Hades was a great game, played the hell out of it. Same! I absolutely loved the first Hades, so much so that I'm very excited for this one. Hades, there it is. I have 74 hours in Hades 1, and 49 out of 49 achievements, which my... dumb question, have you ever played the DOS game Executioners? I have not. Your avatar looks like the main character. Oh, so hello, Sarzon OV. Thank you for stopping by. Let me check what you are talking about. To answer your question, no, I have not. Executioners. Oh, wait, no, you said DOS game. That's not on Steam. I have no earthly clue where to... Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if we can find that. Executioners game at DOS Games. Oh. Oh, I think I see it. Executioner's gameplay screen. I think I see what you're talking about. I can see the resemblance, but no. I am not inspired by that. Could be in the future, though. I am definitely looking to have more gray into my to add more gray into my outfit. So we'll see. Maybe in the future I'll look more like the main character of Executioners, the DOS game. Hey, hello, Bob! Welcome in. Welcome in. I've just been busy yapping about me things. But yeah, it's very, very productive week. I did full 3 days of work, and now I'm here to not work. And by not work, I mean stream. Which could, from a certain perspective, be seen as work, but I'm trying to treat it as my reward for a week well done. So let's get into that. Let's see what I do for fun. It's this. It is Suffering Simulator 2025, which is what I do for fun, apparently. It's like how people do Millennia over and over and over again and get absolutely curb stomped. It's the same as people doing the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC as a fun little thing. There's people that are definitely built that way. I've seen people that have studied the blade so often they make that boss out to be a joke. I'm not one of those people. I screamed my lungs off when I beat him on twitch.tv/Bowenthius. Anyway. Fealty of Eternal Knowledge. I completely forgot where we left off last time. If it makes you feel any better by the time you fully figure this game out, it's extremely boring for spectators. The suffering is what makes it interesting. Fair enough. Are you talking about Executioner's DOS, or are you talking about Rimworld? I'm gonna assume you're talking about Rimworld. You miss playing Elden Ring? No, Rimworld. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I play this game. A fellow scholar of the fine arts of Rimworld. Welcome in. You're right at home. I have 700 hours in this game, and I absolutely adore it. But for some reason, I decided to torture myself with this playthrough because I'm playing on a permanent death pall world that is constantly summoning zombies. Hold on, let me show you what we've got in the Shambler approach, Shambler approach, Shambler approach, Shambler assault, Shambler assault, Shambler approach. And that's this game. It is the most difficult playthrough I've ever done of Rimworld because I'm a very lax gamer. I like to have things be easy and to win. Unless we're talking about Kill Knight, in which case give me the highest possible difficulty. I'm weird. I'm built in a very strange way. Anyway, do I miss playing Elden Ring? I think it's been enough time where I've properly managed to regenerate my brain cells from the DLC to say, yeah, I could go for an Elden Ring. So in a sense, yeah, I think so. I think I do miss it. But what's stopping me from starting Rimworld back up again is the last time I tried to play the latest Rimworld? Elden Ring. What's stopping me from picking up Elden Ring again is the last time I tried to play the latest installment in Elden Ring, my stream exploded and crashed and I felt very sad and bad. And it was a very bad time for me. I'm, of course, referring to the infamous one time I tried to play Elden Ring Night Rain on stream with my friends and fellow streamers, and I crashed so horribly it crashed the stream, and I just gave up and raided into one of my fellow streamers to sort of try to put a band-aid on the works, and ever since then I'm just not particularly petrified of playing high requirement games, but I do say that, but simultaneously I have enough mods installed on Rimworld for it to permanently fry my computer while I'm streaming it, so honestly, I've basically traded a potato with a slightly more burned potato, so what I'm trying to say is that I have physical trauma from the last time I played Elden Ring, so I'm holding off on that. I still have Armored Core 4, which is made by the same people, so that might be on the table. I mean, it's been on the table for a very long time, but like I said, because Elden Ring was so unruly to play on stream with that Night Rain episode, I've been holding off on it in favor of easier games that feature a lot of reading, like Felvidek. I loved Felvidek. But yes, I did specifically buy Armored Core, is it 4? No, that's 6? Armored Core 6? I don't know, numerical Roman numerals? Numerables? I'm gonna assume that's 6. V is 5, and IV is 4, so VI is 6. So I'm talking about Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. is a thing that I bought exclusively to stream, and I have yet to stream it. So, maybe not specifically Elden Ring, but then again, I do have somebody lined up to do Elden Ring co-op, like, using modded Elden Ring to do co-op together. It's a difficult question. Yes, I miss playing Elden Ring, but I do not miss streaming Elden Ring. But then at the same time, it's really difficult to put into words, because the most fun I've ever had with Elden Ring was streaming it. I will never forget the beautiful, event, let's say, there was Hatsunga Bunga. But it also brings me shame that I said that I do a bunch of things, like an Elden Ring lore video, and a bunch of clips, and I've never done those, or at least I have not done those yet, because I just don't have the motivation or the time to do so. So it is a bit of shame, because I've essentially made promises that I have not kept. So, it's a complicated question. Yes and no, to put a cork on it. Anyway, Rimworld. Glorious Rimworld. Where did we leave off last time? Running out of food, no medicine, but I have all of the people. Are they infected with disease? Alright, speaking of spin spines, yours is almost gone, and I'll need to find a new host body for you. Because in addition to Infinite Zombies modifier, this game also features a mod that allows me to transport people's consciousnesses into other bodies. Beautiful. It's still up, it's still active, it's still alive. The glories of the Miku Miku Mortis. So many memories. I don't even remember how many times I died. I think it was over 1,000? Something like that? Or was it 2,000? I don't remember. Actually, don't I still have the... I think I changed the... Yeah, the death counter now says... Oh, yeah. Now it says something else, so I've completely erased the death counter, unfortunately. Oh, well. Right. What are we doing? What are we doing? Who are we killing? What are we playing? We are playing the... Funny zombie game. I've effectively converted Rimworld into the funny zombie game. So many beautiful corpses. You know... Within the lore of why and how these things are reanimated by corrupted archites, shamblers are slow and mindless, wouldn't it make sense? Not that I'm complaining. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally, the psychology mod that I was worried about not working is working. Right. Harriet suffered neural fatigue. Oh no. The terrorist is fatiguing in the brain. Social anxiety, moderate avoidance, strong preference for solitary tasks, negotiation suffers. See, this is what happens when you don't keep tabs on your colonists. They start becoming dumb. Global learning factor, move speed factor. Yep, there we go, neural fatigue. Add about 2, cumulative. Ah, social anxiety, yep. They are becoming anxious. I wonder why they're being anxious about existing in a world that is... constantly throwing corpses and hostility at them. It's very surprising. Oh yes, I've forgotten, the whole world is on fire. And the fire doesn't come out because there's no rain on this specific tile for reasons I have yet to fully understand or grasp. 18 shamblers in just this quadrant. How many are there in total? Abilities ready, yes. Can I reassure people? Marie, reassure people. Who do I reassure? Penny. Penny. Where are you, insane woman? Penny! Come here and be reassured. Wait. Increase someone's certainty in their own beliefs. Counsel, I mean, I need to counsel you. Go and get counseled. The council of 14. Why 14? I don't know. You say random things. And that's entertainment, baby. Marie botched attempt to counsel. Penny has become upset. Oops! Oh well, we'll deal with the consequences as they arrive. Oh well. So I feel like I've actually misunderstood the mod I installed last time, in that I thought the whole point of the mod was to replace mental breakdowns with cumulative anxiety-inducing things and such. But I feel like instead it's actually done me more harm, in addition to the mental breakdowns. So, oops. I've made the game even harder than it already is. Oopsie daisies. Also, I feel like as a viewer it would be very fun to just go into random people's Rimworld streams and be like, guess which mods they have installed? It's like a fun little mini-game. Because I feel like not everybody's going to spend the first episode of their Rimworld playthrough going through their very detailed mod list and explaining their justifications for why they picked every single mod that they currently have installed. But Bowenthius is one of those people. 'Cause I'm nutty! If I am being true to myself, and my most valued thing in this world is the ability to express yourself, and modding is essentially just an expression of your decisions and choices and desire to the way to play the game. Like how there are entire channels that I've been familiarized with regarding how people mod their Rimworlds and so on and so forth, and they make whole videos about them. With that turtle guy and all those. There's so many Rimworld channels that I previously was not aware of. Because I'm basically a variety streamer, not a specific niche streamer. But then again, I am starting to build my own niche, in that I play things that require reading. Yeah, so I was right. So in addition to mental breakdowns where I no longer control my own pawns, they also suffer from anxiety and depression. Yay! Penny is wandering around in a psychotic state. This is because of poor mood. The final straw was observed rotting corpse. Yay! So not only are you anxious and your everything is reduced, but you're also suffering from mental fatigue. Sweet! Use vanilla mental breaks. Okay. It's off. But low mood decay threshold, high mood. I don't get it. Danger sense also affects mental health. Drafted exception, skip. I don't get it. No, I don't get it. Oh well. I'm a maker of my own problems. Oh god. These colonists will not last because the fire will be upon them soon. Horde of shambling! Oh, another shambler assault. 7 rotting corpses this time. 7 rotting corpses and a belfry on the belfry. I don't know. Time to fight them for my life, for my people. We will not survive the winter, but it's only been the first year even. Oh, brother. Right. Where the hell are you? Ah. Picking up corpses, I see. Fair enough. Unfortunately, your... what's the word I'm looking for? Your expertise is needed elsewhere. Your expertise in shooting guns that have very big advantages because they're shotguns. You have detected a cluster of cargo pods. Oh, an actual good thing for once? No. Smoke leaf butter. Uh-huh. A thickened fatty substance made by churning milk into a very thick cream, combining with smoke leaf oil and allowing it to set. Very unhealthy and hits quite a bit harder than a joint. Huh. Well, now you know. Alright. Here they come. Here come the demons. Shoot the demons, please. Kill them all. Let none of them reach you. Please. They've reached you. Aha, they've perished. Child, be gone. Any more? Yep, they are coming through the walls. I love them. I absolutely adore them. Demons, be gone. Callie suffered neural fatigue. Oh, they're all suffering neural fatigue. I'm suffering neural fatigue as a direct result of their suffering. Kill them all, kill all the skeletons. Let them not survive. There we go. Right, good job, team. Now you have the best task. More corpse disposal. Hopefully that's all of them. I don't see any walls broken, but they did try to break that door down. Right. Demons abounds. Do you enjoy fighting against depression? Boy, do I have a game for you. Representing Rimworld. Yes. It's depending on how you make it, you are basically fighting against impossible odds. And the will to survive falters with every passing day. Oh, brother. Oh well. At least this is better than my first on-stream playthrough, which just resulted in so many bugs, glitches, and things that I cannot even fathom. Please tell me that they've all grown substantially enough for me to be able to harvest all of them. Yes, good. Yes, good. What are you running away? Oh, Christ, what did you do? Oh, mother of mercy. Well, we're saving this. Mama didn't raise no quitter. You managed to summon the horde, and we're gonna beat them now. Thanks, Marie. Cool. Well, guys, you were done dispatching zombies. Now dispatch zombies. Right. Cool. You were going out for a jog, and now you will die in the cover of fog. Oh, brother. Kill them! Kill them all! Let none of them escape! Please? God damn it. No, please oh, there we go. Necroa! What kind? Instantaneous. Ah, yes, and shooting her with a... I'm not above save scumming. In fact, I am very much below it. Oh. It would appear that on my... Ah, there we go. Partially connected. For some reason... How do I... Huh. Can I... Where's the button to reconnect? I guess there isn't one. I guess I'm just stuck with individual chats again. Don't you just hate it when a random connection issue just decides, hey, you know what? No, you don't get to. You don't get to have your cake and devour it as well. Forget client connecting. Yeah, please connect. I guess it just doesn't want to. Oh well. At least I'm still streaming, I hope. Probably. Seems like I am, so... technical difficulties. They are a stinker. Anyway. Right, you silly goose. Everybody, 2 arms! You have arms, use them to shoot my enemies. Because my enemies are your enemies. Kill them all! Oh boy, here they come. Run! Oh, they got me again. They got me again. They got me again because I'm bad at micromanagement, even though this is a paused game and I could pause and lead my troops to safety. They do not have a mind of their own. I must control them. And unfortunately, as such, they are very dumb. Bada bing, bada booey. Right, you 3. Some formation, please. And then you get over here and run for the hills. The hills are for you to run. Howdy, Bowen. More Rimworld Purgatory, I see. Indeed, odd bloke. Welcome in, and thank you for being here. The Purgatory never ends because they seem to constantly aggro the Horde. You see that? I got 6 shamblers on my ass because Marie decided to go for a jog. The jog of a lifetime. I guess she wanted a bit more of a high-stakes jog. This is the most high-stakes jog we've had. Why that you in your fucking pathing? Very bad pathing. Why are you dying? Why? Oh. I'll figure this out eventually. This is like a puzzle, and luckily I have unlimited continues. Imagine if this was an arcade game, or if I had commitment mode on there. Ugh. Maybe I should act like I have commitment mode on and just die. It is tempting. With every passing day, the temptation is there. Maybe I will answer the temptation, because in addition to this being the hardest way I've ever played Rimworld, it's also the most frustrating. Run for the hills! Shoot the hills! I should probably not be leading them onto my mental break patient, but hey, it's her fault. And if she dies, then so be it. She'll be put back on the shelf. Shoot them, kill them, murder them dead. Run! Yep, there we go. Oh well. She's got immunity on her side. Wow, that thing... It doesn't have legs, but it's gonna keep running. That's how motivated it is. That guy's... No. His name is Vaughn, but that's close enough to Virgil. Right. Good. Excellent. Great. Delightful. I love how the zombie is smart enough to actually scratch at her neck, which is where her... beautiful, pristine neural stack resides. There we go. Any more? No. Great. Delightful. We've resolved it with minimum casualties. Penny's gonna die, but hey. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Whew. The death pall has been rising from day one. Now it's year 2 of day 1. Year 2, day whatever the hell. Where the hell are the visitors? Did they die already? Presumings they did. Somewhere. Where are you, mystery visitors? Where are you? Necessary sacrifices for the greater good. Absolutely. Ah, there they are. Ah, there we go. Time for them to die. You were talking about mods before. I love just visual mods that make my pawns have more animations. I also love those, which is why I've added these ones. Like, look at how they shank and how they stab. And they've got hands. See, look at that. That was adorable. Murder animations. Oh, great. Some distant ancient engine of hatred. I love it. Okay, cool. What the hell gun are they? Oh, they're using revolvers. The hell is that? Impact. What the hell is that gun? Impact snubber. Impact weaponry. A compact pistol specifically loaded with impact tip ammo. Each bullet violently explodes once it reaches its target, turning unarmed forces and enemy structures alike into mist. Small and portable. It's ideal as a sidearm. Oh wow, they actually managed to kill people near the Harbinger tree. Hey look, more shamblers. I love them. Alright, well they managed to do it. Oh, one of them died and dropped 66 silver. Well... Auto pistol. An ancient pattern blowback operated self-loading pistol. It lacks stopping power and range, but it is quick to fire. Style, mechanoid. Oh, it's the auto pistol. Okay. Cool. Are you, yep, you're bleeding all over my nice void monolith. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. Let me guess. Yep, let me guess. You went to go aggro more zombies. I love it. Okay, you know what? You're gonna deal with them on your own. You brought this upon yourself. I'm gonna keep making you do stupid shit because I secretly want you all to perish. But I'm too afraid to do it live. Oh god. Oh, you've suffered insomnia, have you? Oh no. Oh no, poor you. Nadezhda runs away from being... What? But she's a shambling. Oh wow, she's actually running away due to being a coward even though she's a zombie. That's how powerful her cowardice is. It persists through literal death. Heavily lean towards cowardice. In danger, she will often hide or run before standing and fight. That's actually incredible. A zombie that's actually running away. It's not a novel concept, mind you. That's a thing that happened in Left 4 Dead. You had the survivor zombies, which had lots of loot on them, but they would actually run away from you instead of towards you. To preserve themselves. Wow, she really is... Oh, there we go, she's back. The cowardice has run away and her zombie instincts have prevailed. Colonist needs rescue. Really? Oh, what a shame. What an absolute shame. Go save her and her stupidity. Kill. Kill for me. Begone, zomboid. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will actually heal because Dark Paul is insane. Oh, there we go, she's out. Cool! Keep going on jogs! Keep going on jogs. She's like a bolter from Dying Light. Alright, yeah, that is a type of zombie in Dying Light, isn't it? Nah. There's nothing better than being constantly under siege. There is never a moment of respite. No wonder these guys are on the verge of mental collapse. Cognitive impairment caused by repeated collapse and prolonged low mental health progresses faster at low mental health and slowly at high. Medical emergency? Oh no, Penny's gonna die, everybody. What a shame. You've been scratched up by the skeleton hands. You didn't have a good time. Maybe the fire will be stopped by those beautiful prevailing rock faces. I'm not holding out hope. Shadow work. Oh, we are definitely working in the shadows over here. Alright, they actually managed to harvest all the mushrooms. We have food again, everybody! Silver lining! Crawling in his skin. Except Bowen doesn't really have skin, as far as I know. I used to, but it's all gone. You should read up on the cycle of decay. It's very fun, very graphic and visually stimulating. Don't worry, it'll be exemplified in my 2.0. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Subtle teaser. Oof. Right, well, we've got the bodies, we've got the mushrooms. We've got it. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me, now that I've destroyed all of this, I can delete this zone, and we can convert this room into something more useful. And now I can turn the electric crematorium back on. Yippee! Because now we do not need to hide away from the lovely glow of light. We can delight in the ways of the world. What is wrong with you people? Why are you like this? It's because I've disabled you from going outside of the safe zone. But I will re-enable you now. Are they punching zombies again? No, no they are not. And even if they do, the zombies that they need to punch are all the way over there. How delightful they are. Wait, oh nope, he's still dead. There he is. Oh! Zero O Spring! That's a funny name. Oh, this guy was a victim of friendly fire more so than he was a victim of, shamblers. But then again, honestly, it makes sense that the only visitors, well, not the only visitors, but the vast majority of visitors that have gotten, have all been machines, and on a shambler world, that is a perfect way to basically be, away yourself from the fleshies. It basically renders down the human race into just a bunch of mindless drones and zombies and animals, and you can treat them like that without any moral repercussions because they're all sick with rabies, essentially. So you just have to put them down, and they don't infect you because you're a machineman. A machineman with a machine mind. Dominus Fostao Kyotheo of the Refugee Empire is requesting that you build a monument to commemorate his Imperials who have fallen in battle. No! Alright. Last time I thought about Rimworld, I had this grand idea that maybe I should actually grab a grav engine and convert this into an Odyssey playthrough, just so I can escape this horrid hellhole that I have made for myself by crash landing here. Which honestly would make complete sense for them to try to do that. I feel like it would be actually a really good idea for me to research grav cores, and then instead of living on this godforsaken hell dimension, I would go live on a rock. See, look at all these perfectly good rocks. What the hell is that? Heavy weapon system requires signal jammer to approach. Faction exocartel. That's adorable. Bhutan asteroid. Vax stone with traces of silver. See? That could just be here. In fact, I feel like I'm gonna start working towards that. So I think I very well will accept the grav core. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. I never knew that they actually have a system of clouds overlaying the planet, so it looks more like a planet rather than a single, what's it called? A single continent with nothing on the other side. Anyway, I think this is my, where am I? There I am. Hopefully I'll be able to make it using my incredible grav core and fungus. Let's try that. I'm gonna... There we go. And... Schedule, animals, quests... Mechanoid signal. You've detected a signal from a mechanoid ship in orbit. The ship has malfunctioned and is slowly losing altitude. By falsely responding to the signal, we can make the ship crash land nearby, letting you salvage valuable grav tech. Bet. Alright, there we go. It's been accepted. What will we do now? The mechanoid ship crash landed nearby and contains a working grav engine. Engine pushes against gravity, yada 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 yada, levitate massive ships and platforms. Well, it does not work from far... when far from a planet, it can be used to move across the planet and reach orbit. Colonist needs rescue. Oh. Oh, she's stupid and got out of bed. Cool! I don't even think she's worth the shelf decoration, to be honest with you. Right, anyway. Inspect the engine to make use of it. Jump to locate... Oh! Oh, it literally just drops... Oh. Mechanoid ship chunk. Grav panels. It genuinely just drops a grav engine on top of you. Cool. Marie, you're very smart and keen on jogging. You go and check it out. They could keep safes coming to have it spawn in a more convenient location, but this is as good as it's gonna get, I think. Considering that recently these guys had a scuffle. Let's see. Requires thruster, fuel tank, tank controls. No, fuel tank and controls. Inspect the grav engine, please. Gravlite panel. A sheet of advanced polymer used in construction of grav ships. Its lightweight has a high graviton conductance, making it ideal for grav tech structures. Requires vaxstone blocks, which can be obtained from orbital asteroids. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. What is this? A chunk of mechanoid spacecraft made of steel and gravlite panels seems to have been torn off either by uncontrolled re-entry forces or some kind of weapon deconstructed to obtain valuable resources. How adorable. Oh, I never noticed the thing is actually moving up and down. Amongst the remains of the crashed mechanoid platform, a still intact grav engine hums with energy. You can build a grav ship substructure around the engine to create a new grav ship. The engine pushes against gravity, levitating the ship, allowing... Launch a grav ship by researching basic grav tech, then building fuel tanks, thrusters, and a pilot console. Launching a grav tech will abandon your current map unless you build a grav anchor first. Research unlocked. Cool. So that means that every time I want to build the thing, I have to move all the way over here. I love it. Well, it is what it is. Oh, it actually, oh, wow. Rimworld, you just continue to amaze me. Alright, well, let's try that again. Here's an engine. Where? Outside of your build range, so you can't build. Ha! Thanks, Rimworld. Very cool of you. Very cool of you. What? Pack of man-hunting cobras. Oh, it just spawns in the exact same location, huh? Cool! Okay, then. Where's these man-hunting cobras you speak of? I guess that's the view location. Where are they? Oh, they're... Okay, good. So they are actual manhunters in the sense that they are attacking zombies, which are technically men. Cool, thank you! I do have my gripes with the fact that I'm surrounded by monsters and zombies, but at the very least they do come in handy in these kinds of situations. Oh yeah, Penny's an idiot. Forgot about that. Penelope Pitstop, ironically, cannot actually stop. Has to keep making herself an inconvenience for me. I thought those raccoons rapid. Oh, they are! They are, they're just tinted blue, just to obfuscate me even further. Alright. Congratulations for stumbling onto the grav engine, now you have to fight for your life. Go, kill them. Kill the demons. Unlike regular animals who flee at the sight of firearms, these things are just shambling towards me at a rapidly increasing pace. Also, I just realized that I think it's actually impossible for me to get that grav engine and get out of here, because it's outside of buildable terrain, and I can't seem to do it any other way, so it seems like the only other thing that I can do, besides giving up, is... what's the word I'm looking for? Admin privilege? And give myself a bit of a leg up on the competition. So, considering the fact that it's over here, and I can't even build on it, it's the only thing that I can do. So... development mode! It's not cheating if the game is broken. See, that's the spirit! That's exactly the spirit, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. In which case, Marie, beautiful, beautiful Marie, I will grant you privilege unlike anything you've ever seen before. Go haul that gravlight, please, thank you. Right, so, grav engine. I need to spawn one in. Spawn thing. Grav engine. Grav engine. Huh. Anyway. That should be correct, so... I'm just gonna put it over here. Wow. Look at that, everybody, it's a grav engine. Ha! Right. So now I can actually build, mostly. Probably not the best location, but hey! Game didn't give me a... Oh. Oh, you could uninstall it and install it wherever you want. Oopsie daisies! Right, can I... toggle God mode? Ah, here we go. And where's the 5,000 damage? And it's gone! There we go, I basically cheated to save myself a trip. Cool! And I'll have to take these trips anyway, so... there we go. Good enough. The question is, where do I install it now? I mean... essentially the same place, I just have to get rid of all these rusted industrial trucks. And have to attack them to destroy them. In fact, this was actually a very good place. Too bad I'll be leaving the monolith behind, but you know what? This is for my own survival. It's too... I never realized how cushy of a job researchers have from their safe labs, where they don't have to worry about constant zombie invasion. There's it's no surprise that any research or intellectual-based plot point that happens in any zombie story usually happens when a lab has been built before the zombie apocalypse and or has been the cause of the zombie apocalypse. See Walking Dead and Resident Evil as cultural examples. So, I've never heard of a story that actually builds a laboratory successfully during the zombie apocalypse, and I'm not about to be one in this game, unfortunately. Zombie too strong, apparently. Lessons learned, living on the edge of tomorrow. If tomorrow had Necroa. Bah. I'm gonna reinstall it over here. Maybe not. I don't know where to reinstall it, to be honest with you. Well, over here is a dud, so... Up here, and we'll build it forwards. I think that's a good idea. Yes. In fact, my original location was actually pretty good, so... I just need to get rid of all the horrifying monster mutants. Bah. Sunlight. I haven't seen it in so long. Alright, so now we need to drop all oh yes, the fishing, the iconic fishing. Nope. Nope. Gravtech. Basic Gravtech, yes. There we go. Requires inspection of Grav engine. Unlocks Grav anchor, Grav field extender, Grav ship, 2-tier shelf, Grav ship crate, Grav ship glass shelf, yada 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 yada. Bah. Cool. Standard Gravtech. Basic and oh god. And then I need the Enyaq. Cool, so I'm not getting off this rock in any way, shape, or form. Is essentially what I'm reading here. Because I've only got basic research to do. Oh, brother. I am being denied and defied. Penny, dearest Penny, could you cremate, please? You're good for cremation. I hope. I would imagine. You know what? You do cremation, you're faster. There we go. Look at all those bodies we need to take care of because they're stinking up the joint. Isn't it delightful? I think it's delightful. I'm so glad that I don't have the capacity to inhale rot stink because I don't have lungs. I have the perception of lungs. You know, I never thought about it until now, but how the hell can I have all these senses because all these senses are attached to organs? Is it possible that the red goop that composes the back of my body actually has all of these senses built in without the need of dedicated organs? Or is it that I'm actually fooling myself into thinking that I know how things smell and feel and taste like? It's all an illusion. What's real and what's not? I'm having an existential crisis right here. Very fitting for Rimworld. Very fitting indeed. Well, at least it's a fun, hopeful thought that I have that I'd be able to actually build a grav ship and get off this rock. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll actually progress and survive enough to be able to research all of the things necessary to do what is needed. Maybe. Please do that. Are you winning, son? No. Hello, Asmire. Welcome in. Am I winning? It is very difficult to see it that way. Oh, actually, no. I don't even need to research microelectronics. But hello, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by, Asmire, the beautiful vanguard. You see, zombie-infested Rimworld that is constantly throwing plague after me. It is very difficult. And also everybody's sanity is being tested by the one insane person in the party. I think I might disable the insanity mod because all it does is whenever I put a new host body, they just drop to 0 sanity for some reason. And then I have to spend all my time fixing their sanity up. It's obnoxious. And uncouth. Oh. Unusual cold snap is... Can this game stop spanking me in the rear? Is that possible? I've been called a lot of things, but Esmire the Beautiful Vanguard is a new one. Thank you. I'm glad that I managed to surprise you with something new. Beauty comes from within. And I think for... Oh, there we go. There we go. We have another jogger. We have an... Oh, no, you went to cremate bodies, but then forgot that the bodies woke up. The bodies are angry that you're cremating them. They want their revenge. They are sending their finest children after you. Yes. Yes, please keep shooting the one that's not actively a threat to you. Yep, keep avoiding the child. Please shoot the child cannot be shot. Oh, for the love of all that is good. Oh, brother. Yes, good. Kill the child. Wait, what? What are you... Oh, no! No! No, you dumb. You dumb. Do not shoot the ones that are peaceful. They are a peaceful people. I have slept... I have dined with them. I have broke bread with them, brother. They are not your enemies. Do not shoot them. Every part of that sentence I never thought I would hear. The funny thing about comedy is in the unexpected. Alrighty, just stopping by before I leave for work. Have fun shooting the zombie children. They have been shot in your name. But thank you for stopping by, and I wish you a pleasant work day. Yeah, it's a present work day, but hopefully it's also a pleasant one. Whatever that entails for you. Hopefully it won't be any worse than having to suffer through this world. This horrifying, horrifying world. But we will leave behind a grand legacy of survival. It is my job to have this terrorist survive, somehow. Hopefully she will. Oh, brother. Oof. Look at all these demons. They await for me to slip up so they may slay me. Hey look, the fire fixed itself. Cool. Spectre has lost sanity. Cool. Stop doing that. I'd appreciate it if you did. Right, okay, so... we have enough garbage to hopefully make a garbage ship together. Let's actually design a ship. It's gonna be a very, 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 very small ship, and I'm probably gonna leave Penny behind because Penny sucks. I don't like a Penny. I don't like a Penny. I'm racist. I don't like a Penny. Penny keeps going insane and keeps talking mad garbage to my other colonists. Also, Penny's spine is problematic. I don't like Penny's spine. I have enough. Oh yes, another thing to consider is that I'm very limited on Gravlite, whatchamacallits. Gravlite panels. I only have 100... 240. If my estimate is correct. Where the hell is it? What did you stick it up your bum? Please tell me you did not. Not again. Where'd the Gravlite go? It's gone. It's gone forever. This is what happens when you don't have an organized storage, but... Where does one find the motivation to organize their store? Oh, there it is. Where does one find the motivation to organize their storage when there's demons and zombies knocking on your door every 10 seconds? I'm honestly impressed that I'm not a PTSD-riddled mess, but honestly, after this playthrough, I think I just might be. Good Lord, I'm gonna be talking about this playthrough for the rest of my life. Even though I have failed, it's definitely one that will stick with me. But it's important not to count your chickens before they hatch. I haven't failed yet. I might just survive if I manage to get off this place with a Gravlite ship. But first I need to collect the Gravlite panels. As such. Penny dismayed Spectra by explaining the mechanisms of power. Ah yes, the Triforce. Earth, water, air. The four elements. I'm so glad that I finally got to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's such a fun story. Such a fun story, and they really go ham on poking fun at themselves in the final season. Or at least, in-universe. Like, it's a fun meta-ribbing. Pilot console. So I need... Oh, no. These things need... Oh, boy. Okay. So the first ship that I'm gonna make is gonna be very not great. They're actually really good at researching the basic stuff. Good. Oh, this is large thrusters. Okay, so I don't really need standard grav tech, to be honest with you. Right. Bah. Hubba ba ba ba. Bah. Right, so that's obvious. And then I need enough for the pilot console. I need to be very careful about how I position these because, like I said, I have only a very limited supply, so we need to somehow figure out how to make things limited. Odyssey. So it needs 1 okay, so actually I have a total of 240. So that's 25. It's a very nice song. That's actually not too bad. I think I will have a decent contingent. The famous cube. I'm kind of sick of the whole cube aesthetic. Maybe I'm not sick of it, but it looked cooler in my head. In practice, not so great, to be honest with you. Which is why I kind of gave up on it with this door. You see, this door is in the wrong spot, but dang it if I don't care. Let's see. Alright, so we need this square. And then this is going to be a hallway. And it's going to look like a TIE fighter. Again, I'm a very aesthetic person, so I really need to get this right. As right as I can make it, of course. How much... Ah! Right. How about first I draw the outline of the damn thing, and then I can see where that takes me. Right. Okay. Can I... No. Remove plans. Right. 2. Okay. Cool, there we go. Now we're talking. Looks perfect. Put that like so. So this is where the console is gonna go. Yep. Okay. Okay, it's shaping up. Now it looks like a shitty creeper face. But honestly, I like it. There we go. We've got our creeper ship. Nah. Right. So this is obviously where the engines are going to go. I also need to figure out where the turlet's gonna be, so... Yeah, let's get the... Frontier! Alright, so the toilet's gonna be over here. Hopefully that's big enough for a turlet. I have no idea what this is possibly going... Oh yeah, the toilet and the engine room. So we're gonna have engines and a turlet. We're gonna move this one by one. To make it look cooler. Yes. In fact, how about I just make it symmetrical completely? How much is this? It's a number. 4x4. There we go. This is the most important thing I've done this whole entire playthrough. Right, so this is where the small engines are gonna go. Probably gonna start off with 1. So... Cool thing you can do with the ship, you can make it into a trap for the Chimera event, get them all stuck, and then fly over the enemy base, unleashing the beasts onto them. The Chimera? Oh! You're talking about a thing that has yet to happen for me. I'm assuming you're talking about an anomaly thing with the Chimeras. I believe we talked about them last time, and I couldn't remember what the word Chimera was, so I got to Manticore before you told me what the actual word I was looking for was. I have yet to encounter those dreaded beasts. I pray I never have to encounter them. But I have no idea what the Chimera event is. So, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's a cute little thing. Oh, that looks even more like a weird face now to me. But I definitely do like this kind of design philosophy, for reasons unknown. Actually, you know what, this, I've reconsidered. These are gonna be the bathrooms. I'm just gonna extend these. So this one's gonna have fuel in it. At the end. Well, I think probably having the fuel in the front is a bad idea, but hell, I'm not about practicality, I'm about looks. So, oh yeah, that actually, oh wait, no, the doors are gonna be here. So, door, control console, fuel for some reason. Where are you, Mr. Odyssey? There you are, Mr. Odyssey. Ah. If I don't have the fuel tanks in front, what do I have? Nothing, that's what. But I do like this kind of design. I don't remember, there's so many ships that have this, like, dual front pylon design. I can't think of any good examples off the top of my head right now, but this is kind of what I'm going for, with this sort of symmetrical look. Either that, or you can make it one-sided. So instead it's like a hammerhead type deal. Actually, this looks... Suddenly we're immediately dropping the symmetrical look. So like a pod racer. Yes, yes, pod racing. Exactly. I've never watched Star Wars, but I know exactly what designs you're talking about, and those are essentially what I aim to emulate. Except for the fact that I just immediately went back on that. But, simultaneously... Now the question is, what do I transform this room into? Because this is suddenly turned into a very big room. I still kind of want to have this be the fuel depot. Depot? I don't know why I pronounce it like that. It's supposed to be depot. Depot 01? Who knows? Ah, maybe I can extend this over here. And then I can extend this by... There we go. And then this is where the ship's gonna be, and then this is where the fuel's gonna be. And then I could have some shelves. Hold on, I need to change color. Oh, that's not what I expected. Nope. Again, I did the same thing, expecting different results. I love you, plan feature. Right, okay, so this is where the console's gonna be. I need to have a door over there, so this thing needs to become symmetrical and extended. So that's where the fuel's... It's still not very reasonable, but it looks a little bit more reasonable. I have no idea what I'm gonna have here, though. Maybe sleeping quarters? Presumably, if they're active on a ship, it would make sense for that to be the sleeping... Or the gun bay, but I don't know if they have guns in this DLC, so I'm gonna keep it as is. Gonna go back to making it all square until I figure out a cooler shape. Right. I think I had the right idea before. Why? It looked cool. Ah, another hydration, I see. Oh, yes. I immediately went to actually doing the drinking, rather than turning on the hands first. Ah, very fun how it do be like that sometimes. Hands, there they are. I have hydrated in your name, Oscar. I don't know how obvious it is when you can actually tell when I do the hydration and when I do the actual hydration, but hey, it is what it is. Delightful. Right. Back to designing a funny spaceship, which is a thing I exclusively didn't want to do for this playthrough, but zombies have forced my hand. My many numerous hands. Oh, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Watch as a Osteomancer struggles with basic control schemes. It's a good thing I have a memory. Not the best memory, but a memory. And the red wasn't taken away from me. All's well that ends well. There we go. Now I can figure out where the bathroom's gonna be. Bathroom! And then another thing for some reason. But I kind of want there to be a gap. And this needs to be thinner for some reason. I just realized that I've made a finger. I've basically made one of those... what are they called? Foam fingers is what they're called. I've basically made a foam finger ship. Which is not my intent. Ah, now I realize what I can do. That's the bathroom. There we go. That's the turlet. If they destroy my turlet, then so be it. And then I can go back to having that symmetrical route I planned. And if that's the turlet... I probably shouldn't have my valuables out in front. Yeah. Ah. Looks weird, but interesting. Boop, boop. Nope, no, don't hide that. I need that. Shrink plans. There we go. Okay. This can be storage. Ah, there we go. So the bathroom is basically... If I get... the way I'm imagining the ship... Let me dive into the mind of Bowenthius. The way I'm imagining the ship is... What would happen if somebody decided to shoot rockets at it from the front and blow everything up? So I'm basically trying to have buffer and filler rooms. So this is going to be the bathroom. And then the bathroom is essentially going to protect the storage over here. How to survive a zombie apocalypse? Step 1, try to survive without the use of a spaceship. Step 2, if worse comes to worse, build yourself a spaceship. That's essentially what has happened. What I've documented in my playthrough is essentially... I'm not gonna build a spaceship. I'm gonna survive on my own merit. Oh, look at that. This is horrible. I'm gonna run away with a spaceship. It's amazing how one can change their mind when presented with new information. The information being zombies suck. 1 or 2 is fine, but it's a constant unending horde that is testing my mind and giving me anxiety, much like my colonists, who are having mental breakdowns by the dozens. Me no likey. Me leave. Me grab big ship and go. That is it. That is all. Right, okay. Still would like the idea of buffer rooms, please. Hello! Hello, Axelion! Neue Alexa! It's fun because it's in reverse. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I hope life has been treating you amicably, and if not, kick its ass! Ooh. So... Okay, so this is going to be the place where they sleep. In fact, let's be cheeky and extend this whole thing by one hole. And then, because of that, I can shorten this to be slightly smaller. There we go. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I am reinvigorated because the idea of escaping the planet of zombies is refilling my desire to live in this world of death. I mean, look at this. Look at them all. I should be happy that I'm surrounded by so many skeletons, but these are not the friendly kind of skeletons. These are the rabies skeletons that whenever they scratch you, they give you rabies, and I have to deal with the rabies afterwards. And they renamed the rabies to Necroa. Has anybody got rabies? Nope, you've been immune to it. The good news about Necroa is that once you've built up on immunity, if you keep getting scratched, it's easier to get healed again. So there is a silver lining to all of it. In the fullness of time... Right. So... And this is where the engines are going to be. It's like a... It's like I'm back in preschool with my drawings. I remember the halcyon days. That's a weird room. I don't like it. It's a good thing that I have full creative control over this whole shebang. I don't even know where that phrase comes from, but I've heard it so often I now just repeat it incessantly, even though this is probably the first time you've heard me say shebang. Here we are. Don't freeze up. Are you using mods? Yes. A lot of them. Like, well, technically this is Vanilla Weapons Expanded, but the mod I was looking into was the gun skins. But yes, a lot of mods. Like this! This is the biofuel refinery. It's reskinned to look more like a space thing. And these... And the fact that I'm on a shambler world, it's constantly spawning shamblers, which is not a regular game condition, which I regret severely. You can also go live in a bunker. It's also an option. The bunker is free, and it's right there. You could just go in there, but I don't wanna. I don't want to live my life underground. I want to be free. I want to be free and take to the skies like an airbender. Anyway, many mods. Most importantly of all, Dead Man Switch. Favorite mod pack. Very good stuff. Very aesthetically pleasing. More mushrooms. Lots of mods, my friend. Lots of mods. Does that include the Twitch mod? Twitch integration? No. I didn't know that it existed. I didn't realize that this game has Twitch integration where you guys could do mean things to me. Or nice things, I don't know how it works, but I do not have crowd control because I didn't know it existed, and I tried having crowd control work with Elden Ring, and then it didn't, and I was sad, so I gave up on it. This is a good ship so far, and I could expand it if I so choose. It will become a longer ship with time. Right, where are you, Mr. How about... This is no longer a... There we go, that's better. Ah, Nazi, see, there's a mod where we spawn in-game and our messages are displayed on screen. Oh! Huh. Okay, now Not only did I not know about this, that actually does sound fun. So what, you guys take control of the colonists, and whenever you guys chat, it comes as a bubble? I heard CC is actually hell in this game. Yes! CC, I couldn't even get past the fact that I couldn't even configure crowd control for it to work on stream, let alone actually have people torment me with crowd control on stream. But, I will look into this. Well, let me see what you're talking about. What is this mod called? Let's check. Let's do a little intermission and dip into the wondrous workshop and see what happens when I type the word Twitch. Twitch chat. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. Connect the game to Twitch chat and get names for animals and raiders. Any pawn with a name from the Twitch chat. Oh, so it's basically like the similar concept to how Cult of the Lamb has its built-in Twitch integration. Connect the game to the Twitch chat and get the names for the animals and raiders. Any pawn with a name from the Twitch chat will show speech bubbles below the character with that person's chat message. Does not actually modify gameplay in any way. Pick a random name from pawns based on Twitch chat. Show chatter messages on pawns. Little speech bubbles. That's actually really adorable. I'm glad that you brought this to my attention. Huh. Might have this on for next time. That's fun. That's very fun. Huh. Right. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was building a ship, because I am very indecisive when it comes to the way these things look. Okay. I'm starting to see design flaws in what I have done. Let's fix those, shall we? Bah. Good morning, boss. Hope all is well. Hello, Viking. All is well. Well, except for the place I find myself in and my surroundings, but other than that, all is well. I hope you're doing well as well. I joined the stream of Rimworld once and spawned in as a raider. I was then captured and had my limbs removed and eaten. And how did you feel about that, psychologically speaking? That's the equivalent of somebody, like, drawing a poorly rendered stickman of you with your name on top and then stabbing the page, the piece of paper repeatedly, like, this is what I think of you! Oh. That's hilarious. Oh. Don't know if I want to traumatize my chat that way, but we'll see. Oh, right, grab ships. Personality, Atta. Yes. Let's do that. All right. Make it like a little staircase, but it's not actually a staircase. There we go. And now have the engines. Where are the engines? I was slightly horrified. Oh. It's basically probably something that will be done as a shock thing in the future, where people are going to use AI to generate a semi-relatable version of you on stream and then torture it. That's sadistic. But hey, content, you know what I mean? Ugh. That's a horrible idea. I'm gonna banish it. I'm gonna put it out of my head. My headspace. Definitely thought this through properly. If you enjoy Rimworld and space stuff, there is a game I think you might like called Starship Journey. Starship Journey, you say? Never heard of it. Starship Journey. Not on Steam. Right, let's go. I am confused now. How is it that upon Googling something I don't immediately find the results I'm looking for? How is that possible? Also, even though I haven't been using Google for years at this point, I still use it as a form of way to describe searching things using a search engine online. It's how deeply it's been entrenched in my vocabulary. Oh, Starship Theory! I'm bad at reading. Oops. I'm bad at reading. There we go. Starship Theory. Free! There we go. It is oh! I feel like I should know... Oh, wait. This feels... This feels like it was the precursor to Rimworld. Shipbuilding survival game. For given hell she's got, Captain. Good game concept, well executed. That said, this game is definitely lacking in features and content. Abandoned early access attempt to make kind of FTL meets survival crafting mining game, which might have even worked if it was professionally developed and finished. Starship Theory is not finished 7 years ago. But at least it's free. Huh. Is this feels like it's the... Because I feel like this is familiar to me. Facepalm. Redaning is difficult. Yes, it is. My apologies. I decided to fill in the blanks, but there were no blanks to be filled. You said Starship Theory, and I started Googling Starship Journey for some reason. Ugh. But anyway. Ships. I want them built. Ships. I need a quilt. For some reason. I think this is honestly a good enough place. The engines are properly armored, so they should hopefully not be destroyed. So these are the living quarters. This is where they do the poo-poo. This is going to be the mess hall and storage. And I have no earthly clue what this room is going to be. Probably going to put the fuel... I think the fuel should be like that. So it's near the armored bit, so at least it's more defending than, say, putting it on the front of the damn ship. So there's where the fuel goes. Wait, no, let's put the fuel on one side, because that's a good idea. That was sarcasm, by the way. But still, I need space. Maybe this will be the mess hall. So this is fuel and storage. I'll slice your life. Hello, Zuki. Welcome in. It's been a hot second, hasn't it? Unfortunately, Hey-oh! Hello! I hope life has been treating you well. On your journey across time and space, being the zookiest Wookiee there ever was. Right, so this is going to be the mess hall. This is where they... Yeah, so this is where they will cook in food. Yes, I am already imagining a space for the iconic nutrient paste dispenser, which is this big, 4x3. So... Not cooking cookies, I hope. No! In fact, I'm so far removed from cookies, I'm actually dieting entirely on mushrooms and fear. Fear is a very important ingredient, but yes, I am basically on a mushroom planet, feasting on delicious fungi to survive. I have not seen bread or anything relating to cookies in a millennium. Yes, mushrooms! Beautiful, beautiful mushroom. Look at them. You can make a house out of them. You can make food out of them. You can make bedding out of them. They're perfect. They're the all resource. Can't slice somebody's life if they don't have one. Conclusion, don't get yourself a life. Exactly. When you have a life, you have things to lose. You don't want that, do you? This is terrible advice, by the way. Live life to its fullest. Right. So, how do I put the nutrient paste dispenser if it's that size? Could I No. You can put it like that. And then they can devour meals from there. So I might actually have the fuel on one side anyway. Irrespective of my wishes and desires. He's suffering from fear and hunger. Absolutely. Have you seen the mess I'm in? They're knocking on my door. They're coming for me. Diane Dwee Nugent Skeleton is coming to kill me. And I am unarmed except for all the shotguns that I have. And the will to survive. Speaking of the will to survive, sadly, this big tub of research is probably going to go down as soon as I leave. I still find it so random that I browsed Maker's category and someone was making a crochet of you. Yes! That somebody is Asa Hearts _. They are a lovely streamer. And a fellow compadre. But yeah, that's actually a very fun coincidence. That you saw them making a crochet me. But yes, that is the only currently available Bowenthius merchandise, which I didn't even make myself. It's somebody else made it in tribute of me. Which is very fun to consider that somewhere in the world out there is a crochet version of yourself. Hopefully she is not using it to stick pins in and cause me irritable anguish. She said she wouldn't. Or they said they wouldn't. Yeah. The fun thing about Ace of Hearts is that they use all pronouns, so I'm never wrong. Right. So well, that's what I was doing wrong. That's not meant to be that color. Okay. So that's where the nutrient paste dispenser is going. Oh, wait, where's the hoppers? Oh, there's going to be one hopper spot. So essentially, yeah, the hoppers are going to be here, or at least it's going to be a singular hopper, because 3 is too many, I suppose. I wish there was a better way, but sadly there does not appear to be, because the nutrient paste dispenser is brighter and bigger than the sun itself, but it is a necessary evil. An absolutely necessary evil. That I just do not have the space for. Or do I? Maybe I should have the nutrient dispenser be front and center, and have that be my defense. Actually, that's a perfect idea that I just came up with. Excellent, thanks me. Good job, me. You're welcome. Oh, that reminds me. What was that? Oh yeah, that I was quoting again. The beautiful people over at Team 4-Star. Is it something I said? Don't worry, that's just a classic reaction to a skull-based shenaniganry. Don't think ill of it. Or at the very least, I'd advise you not to think ill of it, because thinking ill of things only leads to despair, I've realized, so I try to see things as anything but an insult until unquestionably, categorically it is proven as such. Like, there was this one guy in a chat I moderated for today that just started saying topical political names in an effort to get banned, and guess what happened? He got banned. Because he's a big smelly willy, and, well, that wasn't the place for that sort of talk. He also called the streamer fat, which was very rude. Multiple times. Right. So this is where the nutrient paste dispenser is going to be. So this will be the cookery, just not in the way I envisaged. And also I see we are going back to the symmetrical route that I previously... again, envisaged. Right. So here we are. Okay, so the nutrient paste dispenser is gonna be here. Then the hoppers are going to be next to it. And then other stuff. Cool, we've made our ship. The ship design is complete. It's perfect in every way, except in every way that it is not. Right. Okay, so now that we have the ship designed, let's see how many whatchamacallit panels I need. Odyssey, there it is. 81. Alright, I need to blow some things up. Like this ancient industrial shelf. Deconstruct that for me, please. I need to find out a way to calculate how much space this is taking. So let's see. I'm glad that the plans no longer go away when you cancel things. I'm glad that they made the plans into a separate system that I can actually rely on now. Right. I can actually put doors on the side if I so choose. Yeah. Good. Multiple doors? Maybe not. Multiple doors is scary. Let's not go that route. Oh, I could also actually do this and make it look even cooler. Maybe save some... Oops. Maybe save some space. Excellent! It actually looks better in my opinion now, and the good news about my opinion is that... I'm the one going to pilot this thing. Right, anyway. Enough being a silly willy myself. So this is where shelving units are going to be, and that makes the space a bit more manageable. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was figuring out how the hell am I gonna figure out how much... if I have the... Gravlight panels to support this endeavor. Right, so that's 66. That's another 66. So 66 and 66 makes 132. So that's 132. That is 136. Okay. Blah. You can watch as a vtuber struggles with math live on stream. 169. Yep, 169. 210. 210. 221. And 230. Perfect! This leaves me with exactly 10... Gravlight panels to spare. Perfect! We've made a perfectly proper ship to my exact specification. Cool. I could also make those, but I don't wanna. So I'm not gonna. Perfect. That's the attitude that I wish to embody on these streams. I don't want to do it, so I'm not gonna. Which has unfortunately led to a lot of suffering in my quote-unquote streaming career, but hey, I don't wanna. It's not fun. It's not fun. I'm here to have fun. I recall there was a shark who was bad with math, but people loved it despite it. Hello, Deltor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. You have multiplied. Isn't it beautiful how you can occupy multiple space on the screen simultaneously? But yes, Oskull, I also recall that shark. She had a lot more going for her than... Luckily, she was not a math teacher and instead was in the cute anime girl business. And as a cute anime girl, she scored bucket loads. So... Did the spin happen? I didn't see it. Can't tell if it happened. It's... Oh. Oh. It's because... Oh. So, I explained how the system works, and it decided to break. Because... During stream, for some reason, StreamerBot lost connection to Twitch. And couldn't reset the Twitch connection. And that's the middleman between Mix It Up and my spin thing. So now all of my things... Oh. Why? Okay, now I don't have an explanation for why I did it with such a huge delay. Why did it do it with such a huge delay? Because Deltor did it on the YouTube side of things, and there's still a connection. Ah, that's how. I see how you wrote spin. I did, yes. It works on the YouTube side, so let me just do that for you on YouTube. All right. Wait. Oh, scuff. There we go, that should do it. There's your spin. Kill shot. Unfortunately, again, technical difficulties, because I don't know whether it's a good idea to turn off StreamerBot while streaming. Let's find out. Let's find out what happens when I do that. Was that a bad idea? No, but see, the thing is, Deltor, is that I explain how my spin functionality works. And it works in the way that I have to... Oh, there we go, it's all connected. So now if I do it here... There we go. Did it with a slight delay, but it did it. Okay, we're back to working. Anyway, the way my commands work is it needs to register the keyword from approved parties, and the approved parties are myself, because I can't turn myself off due to the fact that I'm the broadcaster, and the streamer bot, which is the Skelegion bot. So when the Skelegion bot says spin, I spin. That's how it works, which is unfortunate because if you redeem daily bones and you get the vertebrae, the word spine is in the phrase for vertebrae, and spine features the word spin in it, so it makes me spin. Spin, everybody, spin. Right, so my constructioner, Delta Rage is done, and now the daily bone total is a clavicle, the collarbone. It sits atop the rib cage and supports all the systems there. Haha, that doesn't feature any keywords. Isn't that wonderful? Ah. Also, another thing I should mention is the daily bones happen automatically, and you do ! daily just to check which ones you had, so you don't need to constantly remember to do daily bones. All you have to do is be here and attend stream. You don't even have to say anything. Ah! Now why did that happen? What? Oh god, no, Delt, why did you have to, why are you such a good bug tester? You just broke it. You just broke it, and now I have to fix that. Now I actually have to fix that because, oh no. You found an exploit! You absolute cheeky deaky. Man, it's a good thing nobody pays me on stream loots, otherwise I'd actually have a big problem. No, see, Oskull, you see the way it works is because he did daily, it checks for your username, and you... Basically, now you've made me have to take away the feature where you can check other people's daily scores, because you found an exploit. You just got home. Hello, Lector, welcome back home. We are currently giving me work to do. In the form of having to take away people's daily command functionality. Because I don't see any other way to fix it because it's looking specifically for a string. So, when you write the string, you make Skelegion bot say the word. Don't abuse that, please. You are a moderator. You're not. You made your point. Don't make your point further. Oh God. Anyway, Rimworld. Oh. I will definitely have to fix that in the fullness of time. I just realized that this won't work. Oh wait, no, yes it will, because these... Ah, excellent. Oh, I can actually make a ship made out of concrete. Hell yeah, we're gonna have a concrete tomb. There we go, that's what our ship is gonna be called, the concrete tomb. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Good. Okay. This sounds like anime music, but I know it's not. Rimworld can very much be anime if you mod it properly. Now what the hell's happening? 4 desperate refugees are approaching. Their leader is called Galloway. They say they were banished from their town due to a moral disagreement. Galloway begs you for permission to stay at the fathomless Fungalia for 16 days so they can rest and regroup. I've been watching you since you said I can't smell rot stink since you don't I can't smell rot stink since you don't have lungs and you had an existential crisis. Ah. Neat. Happy to have you on board, Lector. I just couldn't comment because I don't find the chat on my phone. Fair enough. Mobile applications are notoriously not that intuitive, ironically. Anime music, kinda. Yes. Right, well, here's the fun thing about being a refugee giver, is that they're gonna get eaten by zombies, so accepting it would actually be a bad thing. Accepting it would basically condemn them to die. Actually, no, I can control them, so maybe, if I control them properly, they won't have to aggro. Refugees have arrived, they will stay with you for X amount of days. Hello, refugees! You are in the worst imaginable position! But we will persevere. Alright, gang. What the hell is that? A steel knife that is actually a box cutter. Because corporate style. Yeah, the zombies would consume them. But I forgot about the fact that I can actually stealth these guys to... I'm gonna have to stealth them to go a very long way around, I'm afraid. But still, they will live. That's why I really need to fix this zombie problem over here. It's become really bad. The ultimate mission. A horde of 8 shambling monstrosities. I was expecting that to happen, but I didn't want to jinx it. They decided to jinx it on my behalf. Right, we basically need to move this away. Okay, so in my spiel earlier in the stream, I mentioned that I shouldn't mention how the bot works in an effort to avoid problems, and I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Well, we found out. Oh, brother. What the hell is Maya Flurid doing? Being a bother. Being an absolute bother. Right, you guys need to go and help as well. Oh, bother. Okay. Okay, well, this is gonna... I'm gonna save, because Mama didn't raise no quitter. The problem is, how the hell do I deal with this set of circumstances? Alright, she doesn't have a gun anymore because she's dumb. There's the gun. Good. Hey, Bowen, what do you think is one of the most hard-to-survive zombie games? That is an excellent question. I do not have an answer at this present juncture. Project Zomboid? Presumably? That's a zombie game that kicked my ass with all its intuitive, menus and systems that I just couldn't get the handle on, and I just got frustrated and stopped. DayZ, from what I've heard, is notoriously difficult because it's not so much the zombies you have to contend with. It's the fact that there's other players in the bushes with snipers that are going to kill you, like PUBG, but with zombies. Did you change your mind about Penny not being worth every single penny? She is definitely not worth any contingent of pennies. But yeah, I'd imagine Project Zomboid's a hard one. Tried it, couldn't get it. Could not get it. Right, well... Wait, where is everybody? Okay, they're all in the same juncture. Good. Keep walking, please. Keep walking until you make it back safe and sound. Thank you. Where the hell did you come from? I know where you're going. Prissy runs away due to being a coward. Delightful. Delightful, Prissy. Keep being a sissy, Prissy. Right. Wait, who the hell got... What the... Why? Why are you the way you are? Okay, well... See, I knew there was something wrong and that I missed one. If you want, I can see about helping later post-stream, post-after-stream care to see If there's anything we can sort out functionally, 2 heads are better than 1 and all that. I apologize for making you feel bad for doing me a favor and finding an exploit so that I can fix it, rather than having a chatter find an exploit and then having to run with that exploit to the point where I have to ban them. Galloway, you silly goose. You are being attacked by a zombie shrew. Is it because you're slow? Oh, it's because you have a bad... Woo! Oh, of course. Of course it's because you have a bad back and you're too slow and the raccoon's gonna kill you. Of course that's how that works. I guess we all get to die now because you have to be slow. How the hell did you... I think this is the most frustrated I've ever been on stream. Actually, no, never mind. What's it called exists. Forgot what it was called. What was it called? Cry of Fear. Cry of Fear exists. Okay, get the hell out of there now. I've managed to make the problem worse. Hip hip hurrah! What is it with people and having poor spines in this game? But yes, I appreciate your proposal to help, Deltor. I'll see about how to go about fixing things. Besides the obvious, just lock down the option away. The raccoon had come. Why did you stop moving? They keep carrying too much and heavy stuff. I don't think, unless something specifically is modifying their movement, I think they're fine in that regard. Prissy, why are you such a sissy? Good glob. Get out of there. For all that is good and holy. I think what happened is Galloway is as fast as a zombie raccoon. That's great for optics. Raccoon meat is rotted away in storage. Wow, how topical. How very topical. He's actually even faster than a zombie raccoon, as it turns out. Now the question is, where the hell was that one zombie that just decided to randomly show up? Oh! Oh. Colonists try not to shoot your own people. Challenge impossible. Just simply impossible. Right, well, I'll take that murder on a chin. It's ultimately everything that happens in this game is fault to only one person, and that person is called the player. So, I'd like to... this game is the ultimate trap, because it makes you feel like everything is the game's fault, when the reality is everything's your fault. Like, it reminds me of a streamer that I once watched that couldn't get past Elden Ring because they just started being frustrated at the game and just screaming at it, and then they stopped playing. But it wasn't the game's fault, because Elden Ring's brilliant. It was their skill issue that ultimately led them to the decisions that happened. And then I stopped watching said streamer because I didn't respect that. And I would be hypocritical of me if I did the exact same thing on my own streams in this day and age. So, my initial reaction might be, oh, it's the game's fault for being this dumb, but no, it's my fault for putting them in the position they were in, so they had no choice but to shoot at each other because these are dumb lemmings. And I'm supposed to be the brains behind the operation. Now, what the... Oh, right. Speaking of, she has a long enough range, so she's aggroing a lot of monsters. Delightful. At least these guys got to live. In the safe zone with you, save. Right. We succeed where none have failed. Yes. Be fearful of the child. I guess having a bio-coded assault rifle is really bad when the rest of your squad has nothing but shotguns. Cool, the child is down. Skill issue, 90% of the people, that streamer, and they were right. But you accomplished quite a feat beating Elden Ring. I know, I did. Like I said, I was different. I was not that person. I did not rage quit Elden Ring. I did 150 hours of Elden Ring on stream, including beating the DLC, and I'm proud of that. And that is all available on my channel on YouTube, because it is also my VOD channel. Because on Twitch, VODs disappear within 30 days. So, unless you're partnered, I believe. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong again. Right, Spectra, you're bleeding to death because I'm stupid. Immediately upon saying that, I know I'll get the iconico skull phrase. What? Oh, then they don't stop coming, and 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 they don't stop coming! Die! Please? Thank you. Any more? No. Maybe they did stop coming. No, they didn't. An infinite entourage and barrage. I'm just glad I joined that wonderful Elden Ring stream. Yes, that singular 150-hour stream that I did just so I could beat Elden Ring and 100% into the best. You know, even though I spent 150 hours in Elden Ring, I still couldn't 100% it because there was that one dungeon that I missed because I didn't even know it existed. Apparently, in the arena where you fight Radahn, in Radahn's festival, in the corner they've hidden a tomb that I never knew about, and I apparently missed it. Hey, look. They're trying to break my concrete! I don't like that. You will be beat. I will not have you destroy my concrete sheet. Perish along the way. Right, you're bleeding profusely out of death, and because I just realized, as in Rimworld, you play as the colonists' common sense. As you can see, they don't have any. You have to manually give them common sense. Because if you don't, they will shoot, kill, and maim each other because they lack common sense. You are their conscience and their common sense. Ugh. Spectra will bravely bleed out to death, even though there's a perfectly good bed to sleep on over there, because it's not medically identified as a bed. This time Bowen caught himself saying the thing, so I guess my input is not required. Your input was so legendary that now it has become automatic, and you have fundamentally changed my non-existent brain chemistry with your actions. I hope you can take solace and pride in that, Oskal. So, not only do I have to employ the common sense of, you're bleeding to death, rest in a bed so you can get healed, I also have to tell the healer to heal them. Because again, common sense. A scarcity and a rarity in this modern day and age. Right, I need miners. None of you mine. Cool! Cool! Survivalists be damned. What can you do? Nothing. Not a thing. What are you here? You're gonna betray me, aren't you? I can smell it. Disgusting. Smells like expired fungus. Bonus brain? Bony is a subject to chemistry? Probably not. I mean, what is a brain? I hope these guys like nutrient paste, because that's all they're getting, and if they don't like it, there's the door. The door is made out of zombies and skeletons. That's why I have them all common sense installed. So do I! So do I! That's a fun little thing. It's a fun little thing. Even with this, they're still dumb. Even with this. And the option is off, all options active immediately upon toggling them. Yep. Even with this, even with a literal mod installed called Common Sense, you can never take away the colonist's stupidity. Because if you do, then the game just plays itself and your input is no longer needed. You're essentially just watching a movie at that point. And this is still, not by the developer's definition a game, but still a game, because it's by Total Biscuit's definition of a game, because it has a failure state. The failure state is everyone dies and the story is over. And it has a success state. You get on a ship and leave, which is what I'm trying to do. Not this ship, but a different ship. But this is my ship. It has bells and whistles on it, or at least it will when I build them. What is a brain? A clever pile of grey matter, but enough talk. Have at you! What is a brain but a miserable pile of neurons? Seems like it failed. Yes. Yes, it did. You can tell because there's yet another zombie chasing one of my people. My stupid, stupid, stupid people. Kill it. Kill it before it lays eggs. It is dead. Or at least it will be. It is dead. Galloway, you beautiful old ancient bad back thing, please make yourself useful and burn all these corpses. I don't care about your opinion on corpses, just burn them. Thank you. Don't forget, Rimworld is a game, it's a story generator, yes. That's why I emphasize the fact that according to the developer of this non-game, it's not a game, but it's a story generator. But I like to think it's a game because I've thought of it as nothing else. Because under the definitions of Steam, it's being sold and presented as a game and not software. So... there's a bit of a delay, isn't there? There we go. Haha, sunglasses, they're beautiful. Shamblers reproduced by laying eggs, yes, 100%. Yes, isn't that the case? Bells and whistles, but space hath no sound. Ha! That shows how much you know. If you've watched the third Shadow the Hedgehog movie, Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you'd know that there's a scene where Sonic and Shadow go to the moon and talk out their differences in space. They just talk out their differences on the moon. That has no air or sound. And they speak to each other. With sound. That's when I realized in the movie theater, I'm watching a children's movie. And it didn't occur to me in the other two. Which is sad for me. it felt like it was a genuine, sort of all ages representation of Sonic the Hedgehog on the big screen. But then the third movie came along, and I realized that it's a clown show. Too little too late, I was already 3 movies in, so egg on my face, I suppose. I love my wonderful stories making Rimworld if everyone dies horribly no matter what I do. Yes, that... Rimworld is a story generator. The story being generated is everybody dies a horrible, painful death. The end. And that's every single story. This is comedy, satire, by the way. Anyway, what? Oh, right, the cold snap. I forgot. This game likes to kick me in the shins and tell me I'm crazy every 10 seconds. I forgot about that. It's a fun, quirky little part of this story generator. What is a game but a miserable pile of mechanics? But enough about that. Have at you. What is sound? A miserable bunch of miserable vibrations in the air? But enough talk. This is space where nobody can hear you scream or talk. Oh, Bo, and magical hedgehogs aren't bells or whistles. Different physics with magical hedgehogs. I don't like that at all, Deltor. It should make sense. Just because it's a children's show doesn't mean it doesn't have to make sense. Live by the laws of physics. That way you're more believable because you're based in reality and not madness. A blue hedgehog that can go past the speed of sound on a whim I can take. But when they talk in space that has no air, that's where I draw the line. This sounds like satire, but I'm being serious. I can only suspend my disbelief for so long. I really need you to build that grav ship so that Galloway, Paul, Kisesh, and Prissy can inherit this place and die here instead of Harriet, Marie, Callie, Spectre, and Penny. Thank you. Also, I just realized that I will have to end stream earlier today. Not early, just 3.5 hours early, not the usual 4 hours that I do, but I have things, you see. It's Thursday, and this is technically my day off, so I have that aforementioned board game cafe to attend. I swear you could give a colonist everything they need and they will explode because they ate without a table. It's not just that. Like, regardless of how you manage to do and what you manage to scrape by, you basically have a timer in this game. That timer is called... expectations. That timer is called expectations. The more time progresses, the more their expectations go from low expectations to high to impossible. Which is obnoxious. So, yeah. 100% odd bloke, you were right on the money. In addition to exploding when they eat without a table, they will explode because their expectations become insane. Build a grav ship and use it to travel the planet. Yes, I want to do that, game. Please let me. Please allow me to do so. Oh yes, I need to build the iconic Enyaq. The Enyaq. Well... They really want to build saunas, don't they? Well, I'm not letting them. Yes, produce the grav ship. Paul has snapped. Spectra has gotten sick. Entity Slayer. Paul has snapped. He can no longer tolerate holding such dangerous entities in captivity and intends to destroy as many as he can. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was slept on the ground. This guy's not going to be a good companion to the Avatar. Spectra has gotten an infection. Cool. I mentioned you suck, Spectra. Well, good luck, Paul. Go beat the shit out of that Gore Hulk. If it kills you, that's on you. Good luck. That's why you became a dystopia and brainwashed the masses to reach the best they can. Yep, he just killed it. Oh well. Rip Gore Hulk. It was gonna get killed anyway. I guess you just saved me the trouble. Go eat your mushrooms in peace, you savage. You absolute savage. Eat the raw fungus. Eat it. Eat it raw. You like that, don't you? What is reality? A miserable pile of psychs. Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold, buy! Oh, so that's the true identity of Arto Skull. I knew it all along. Keep forgetting what his name is. Hold on, don't tell me. He's a big pyramid. For some reason, Stanley is coming up, but that's not. That's the name of the Grunkle. Also, I love how they coined the term Grunkle. Ah, my brain. My non-existent brain, it's gonna remember it. Commander Sykes, nope. Damn it! I couldn't guess it in time before somebody told me. Bill Cipher, yep, it is Bill Cipher. I couldn't decipher it. Arto Skull, secretly a gold seller. Yes, Penny, rot their brains with your insanity talk. Please do. Spectra suffered additional neuropathy. Further collapses will likely end up happening. Of course they will. Of course they will. Saunas. Good, you finally did your sauna research. Can you stop now? Multi-split air conditioning, geothermal healing. I don't know what to give you to study, to be honest with you. Fertility procedures, xenogenetics. I guess the Enyaq is the most important thing, so... Study the Enyaq, please. If you're gonna study, study properly. Right. They're gonna chop that tree down if it's the last thing they do. Speaking of the last thing they do, I need you beautiful people to run through dangerous zombie-infested territories to get some junk for me, please. Because I forgot to pick it up in time. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to clear out all those zombies before I do that. These people are so high management. Just give them a big box. Just give me a big box and I'll be happy for the day. Give a man a box and he'll be happy for a day. Set a man on box and he'll be happy for the rest of his life. I think that's how the phrase goes. Could be wrong. Tattered apparel, not my problem. Not my problem. Right, well... Tactical team, we need to go and dispatch our enemies with great dispatch. Tac Force Alpha Delta Gamma Sigma. Let's go. We need those Gravlight panels stat. They are the lifeblood of our colony. Or the lifeblood of my aesthetic needs, to be specific. And frank. Do you have a Frank in your life? Everybody needs a Frank in their life. Kill them. Kill them all. Commit murder. Yep, here they come. That is a lot of monstrosities. Probably should have waited until they all went down before killing them all, because they're gonna get back up. Oh well. I haven't saved, so I have to do this. In fact, I'm gonna swear fealty to this path, even though it's the wrong path. How about you shoot the rats instead, huh? Yep, there we go. Harriet has been bitten. Harriet has been bitten. I love it. Well, at least Harriet is gaining immunity, so... Ah, we've managed to anger the raccoon. We're all going to die. We're all going to die a painful, horrible death. Unfortunate. Frankly, dear Bowen, I don't give a damn. I can't understand the name of the movie the quote I am paraphrasing came from. Everybody needs a Frank in their life, you say. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Frankly, I am dying and I am lost. We need to have a frank discussion. We do, don't we? Why are you guys not firing at the monsters? Please fire at the monsters, specifically the rats. Burn them all. Burn it all down. Even though they're on fire, they don't give a shit. That's my favorite thing about zombies. They still don't give a shit. They are... For zombies, you know, they're actually very, very smart because they're focus firing Harriet. Oh great, the capybara's coming. Why must you be such a bother? You are on fire. Cool. Right, well, Harriet's gonna die, maybe. Right. Go to bed. We need more beds. Go to bed. So cliche for a web novel these days, starting as a F rank. Okay, now you're stretching it. Right. Are they all deceased? They're all deceased, right. Collect the panels and be gone with you. Where's the other one? There it is. Go collect it and be off. Be off like a trough. Marie brought up memories of friendship with Callie and their conversations. Both of them enjoyed the exchange, finding common ground on the topic. Yay! Good for them. Good for them. Mamma mia, here we go again. I crave frankfurters. Why are they even called that? I have no idea where that name comes from, to be honest with you. Is it named after Edward D. Frankefeller? I don't get it. Also, I love how the person who was sent in first and has been walking with a head start has not achieved what they set out to do, namely go to bed. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be sad, because Harriet is essentially the main character, even though she's a terrorist. Even terrorists can have agency. Can I execute? No, don't execute Harriet. We need her. For some reason. Healer. Oh, there we go. She couldn't make it to the bed, guys. She couldn't make it to the bed. She could not make it to the bed. What a absolute shame. How about tending? Where's the tending? There's the tending. Do the tending. If you don't do the tending, we're all doomed. And I'm going to be sad. Yes. Produce the space necessary to create my ship that I shall use to escape. I need to escape. As quickly as possibly. I'm sure she'll live. Maybe. Probably. A butcher in Frankfurt made it, so I assume that. Oh. Oh, right, I forgot. A lot of things are named after cities, like the Hamburg. lure. Forgot about that. Things can be named after cities. It's true, it's true. Are these types of cyborgs are just a front for something? Ugh. I wonder what they're fronting for. Also, I have exactly 1 steel, so even if I wanted to, I can't make this. So, mine vein. Oi vein. Oh, you babies. You absolute tiny little pipsqueak babies. Why are you all so bad at tasks? What is the... What do you think I'm running here, a charity show? Bah. One Piece joke. Ho 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 ho. One Piece has become quite the symbol as of late, I've heard. It's quite nice to see. Yes, put the gravlight panels on, yes, good. Put those gravlight panels in their place. Excellent. It's a real shame that that needs steel, but hey, what can you do? We will have a ship and we will be on our way out of this horrifying chasm of darkness. One might even say fathomlessness. Nesses. The fire still rages onwards, but not in the direction that makes me... that is problematic for me. Also, unfortunately, I've spread another fire, but it was a necessary fire, okay? It was necessary to make me feel good about myself. We are progressing in the mental afflictions. Very unfortunate. Also, I love how Marie is spending her precious time not building something useful, but building that one floor that I wanted her to build, because I was still under the impression that I wanted a fully complete floor. I no longer do. That is precious concrete that you are currently wasting. Yes, go produce better things. Yes, go. Yes. We are on the verge of building a ship for which to sail the stars. And by sail the stars, I mean the immediate vicinity of the gravitational pull of this planet. This unending wretch of a planet. Bah. Right. Yes. Oh no, they resurrect. Oh, that's where that corpse came from. It resurrected. Shambler's approach. See, this is why I don't like this place. I am really hoping that the asteroids on that are orbiting this planet do not also have zombies on them. Because if they do, that is when I will quit. If I manage to make a ship to leave the zombie-infested world and sail on an asteroid, and then it turns out the asteroid also has zombies in it, that's Rimworld done. I have limits. The limit is space zombies. Shooting level 7. Good job, Penny. Suddenly the lighting changes. There we go. Kill it! Kill it fast and big and good. It's... there we go. Surviving through hordes of endless night. It is quite the fright. The hell are you doing? You are not doing what I thought you were doing. What did the dumb space pilot say to his passengers before crashing into the sun? This a star! It sure is. It sure is. Can't wait to leave. Honestly, at this point, sailing into a star would be preferable. Oh. I'm starting to relate to the people that, upon hearing that there's a zombie apocalypse in these stories, usually... no-bag themselves before they get a chance to become infected and zombified. But then again, I like stories like in the Last of Us TV series, where there was a place that was so remote that no man ever entered it. And they just lived. And they just survived without any zombies. They had minimal defenses, and they didn't need any because no zombies would ever show up to a place in the middle of nowhere that remote. And they just lived off of the agriculture. It was delightful. But Star hath no mushrooms, why go? Stay with the colony, stay with the mushroom colony. The mushrooms are speaking to me, they tell me, they whisper to me sweet secrets. Secrets of sustenance. And good points, there is no mushroom in space, how will I live? How will I sustain myself? Oh, of course, the nutrient paste dispenser has to be reconstructed from scratch. How very delightful. Hydration will be done in your name, O Skull. Will be done in your name. Oh. Am I allowed a little tip about the grav ship so you don't have to save scum afterwards? You are allowed to share with me your musings. I apologize for not getting your message in time. Lector, if you're still there. Hydrated in your name, Oskal. It is done. Mushroom immortal cannot kill that. What? Mushroom immortal cannot kill in way that matters. That is true. This mushroom biome is burned down 3 times. I think this is the 3rd time now. And it's still going strong. Relatively speaking. So, yeah. The mushrooms, where there's a will, they find a way. Unless there's a cold snap, in which case they die. By the way, you need grav panels for the walls, console, and doors. If you don't use vac-proof walls, your spaceship... They don't say that anywhere in the instruction manual. Strong airtight wall that prevents oxygen leaks in the vacuum of space. The wall connects directly into the underlying substructure, meaning that it can be built on a grav ship. Okay. Security door, exterior wall, door, auto door. The doors let in oxygen? Do I need a specific type of door? Where's the grav tech? There's the grav tech. Standard grav tech. Grav ship hull. Nani? This is the grav ship hull. I already have the grav ship hull. I'm gonna take my chances. Because I don't need... yeah, a vac door. I don't have a vac door. How the hell do you make a vac door? I have a glass auto door. I have cell doors. Those are probably going to be very handy in space. Security doors. Ugh. I unfortunately cannot decipher what you're talking about, Lector. I genuinely cannot decide. Based on my understanding and the way it functions, is that I just need the grav ship hull, which is a special type of wall. It doesn't prevent... it prevents oxygen leaks in the vacuum of space, and then normal doors will work. I do not understand the problem that you are bringing to my attention, that you are trying to solve on my behalf right now. I am sorry. Oh, how am I playing Spore? What? Am I splicing genes together to create a species over the course of a millennium that will sail to space and destroy the Grox Empire? Unless you ally with the Grox by constantly playing songs on their planets for days on end? So you need a barrier and not a door? I don't know where those are. Surely, basic grav tech. Build a grav ship and use it to travel the planet without a grav anchor. Launching where? 2-tier shelf, hull, shelf, glass shelf, crate, pilot console. I think the mushrooms are finally getting to me. Grav ship glass hull, grav ship hull. I already have a grav ship hull. A weaker airtight wall that prevents oxygen leaks in the vacuum of space. The wall connects directly to the underlying substructure, meaning it can only be built... that's not even Odyssey content, that's rebuild content. I don't even need that. High-tech research bench. Oh, yes, that. Gravlight panel. Oh, that's what he's talking about. I'm not gonna go into fabrication and orbital tech, my friend, because if I do, I'm just gonna take one of my pretty shotguns and, well... Yeah, you're not talking about something that is feasibly doable on a zombie-infested hell world, my friend. Gravlight panel. A sheet of advanced polymer used in the construction of grav ships. It's lightweight and has high gravitation conductance, making it ideal for gravtech structure. Requires vac stone blocks and can be obtained. What the f... Oh, you are asking me to look for a needle in a haystack of your own making. I'm going to stop doing that now. I will encounter the problem when I find it for myself. You cannot prevent issues that do not exist yet. If you're talking about literal grav ship substructures that require gravlight panels, you already get those by getting the grav ship. Oh, you actually reminded me that I'm missing some. Oh. Oh, I see Callie's carrying capacity is that of a wet noodle. And I need to go for another trip. Hey, expendable people. I have a great job for you. You don't need sleep, you need to haul gravlight panels for me. You're talking about these things. They come pre-packaged with the grav ship. I appreciate you wanting to help. I think it's a non-problem, though. From my understanding. I could very well be wrong, though. Also, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Which is something as a viewer I had to learn the hard way as well. This unfortunately falls under the subcategory of backseating. Some of this tech is on mushrooms, yes. The gravlight panels I've made out of mushrooms. Oh right, I accidentally sent the person with the bad back. You know what? That's fine. She can use the exercise. Yep. She's fine. I'm sure. She's not even a woman, it's a guy. It's a guy called Kazuya Galloway. He just has very fabulous hair, so I thought he was a woman. Turns out Galloway is a majestic dude. You would think these things would be gravlight, why can't they carry more? Yeah, I know, right? That makes perfect sense, but I guess not. So Galloway is their leader, and also a dude. I guess I shouldn't judge a book by their majestic hair. It's sexist of me to assume that only women are capable of hair that majestic. You are their god, you decide what they are. If I turn on development mode, I can, but as it stands currently, I don't think it's worthwhile for me to change this guy's gender just to be right. And I don't want to be disrespectful to the guys that just popped in because they need a house and have eaten all of my mushrooms, which I thought would last me way longer than they actually have. These guys have just eaten all of my mushrooms, and then they're gonna starve to death and kill me. This is great. This is actually great. I don't think I'm even gonna get to the grav ship because I'm just gonna die of starvation before that occurs. Which, you know, still a valid ending to Rimworld. It's a story generator. The ending doesn't... who the fuck are you? Oh, this reminds me of a song by Disturbed. Who the hell are you? Ooh. Why are you ignoring the raccoon that is currently chasing you? Why am I bothering to save you from said raccoon? I just made myself a problem. Ungenders your colony there. Now you won't be able to be wrong. Yes, everybody is... Well, what's the word? Transvestites, I think? Harriet obtained chemical interest trait. Time to fighting deadly illnesses, have enough time for self-reflection. She's become a junkie. Cool. Alright, I forgot I installed the mod that makes the bad traits good, in a way. Unusual interest in chemical sources of enjoyment. Consuming recreational drugs will create a good mood, while abstaining will lead to increasing frustration over time and possible drug binges. She will ignore directions to not use recreational drugs and will consume more than a normal person. Yay! Your self-reflection has made you a worse person. And you already started off as a terrorist, so I can't believe you managed to get the bar that low. Ooh. Cool. Cool. Well, at least we got all the Gravlite. Colonists sure do love their drugs. They sure do, even when I'm actively trying to not have drugs be a main focus of the story. Oh, right. Prissy, you pissy... Go. No. You're not meant to be there. The zombies there. They're bad for your complexion, Prissy. You sissy. That's your name now, Prissy the Sissy. It's always gonna be that. For now and for always. The grav ship is slowly being built. Slowly, steadily, and surely. Abilities ready for Marie. I don't care for Galloway's mental state. I care for Harriet. Even though Harriet does not care for me. Based on how she's been behaving, of course. Also, I just realized Harriet... Oh, wait, no. Harriet's not gonna die from Necroa. Everybody's been afflicted with Necroa so much that at this point I don't even need medicine to deal with it. Which is good. Very good. Ah, improved her mood by a good job, Marie. Marie gave Harriet advice on overcoming negativity. Good job. Good job. And it's a medical emergency. With Spectra. Was an How about you go to bed? Again, even with common sense mods. Did you know being bit by zombies is bad for you, your long-term survival? Honestly, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know that. I'm glad I have you as my guidance and and my wise advisory counsel. Right. People die when they are killed. Soon it shall be built, and soon we'll get off this tile before it burns us all down. I love how the fire managed to wrap around and it's coming back. Oh, delightful. Delightful. Oh yeah, I can actually send all these guys to do firefighting for me. Because they all, at least they can do that. Basically, just fun fact, dying kills you. Yes, it's true. The famous Shiro Emiya said that once. People die when they are killed, and I stand by those wise sage words. From now till forever, people die when they are killed. Let's see if these guys are gonna die when I send them to go stop fire from being bad. Put your guess here. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna put out the fire and not die? Doubtful, because the zombies have awoken, and that's immediately a bad plan. This house is not a home. I think I'm better off alone. Right. You keep doing your iconic research. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I needed to do a research simple sample mample dimple. Where are you? Harriet, terrorists, go! Begin! Go research. Research has been cancelled. Cool. Thanks. Okay. Disable ability on cooldown. Okay, game. Message received. I will go fuck myself. It does. I like rhymes. Rhymes are fun. Oh yeah, they deconstructed the thing so the ship can be produced, but I do not have the steel necessary because I don't have the miners necessary. My only one miner is currently on the ground or in a bed writhing in pain. At least they're gonna be better soon. If you cook the zombie flesh, if you cook the infection out, is it edible? Well, as edible as normal human flesh, that is. It's not, because immediately upon zombification, the flesh rots immediately. So, by the rules and laws of this game, you cannot butcher rotting corpses. So you are not allowed to eat rotting flesh unless you directly eat the body itself. Which, I don't think that is also very useful and healthy. Because you can't cook it that way. Because if you try to burn the raw body, the raw rotting body, it just disappears due to the fire damage. So there is no way to eat rotting corpses by cooking them first. Unfortunate, but ultimately, that's how the game works. I'm gonna destroy this holding platform because it is a valuable source of steel, I hope. Yeah, see, 40 steel, that's good. Need all the steel I can muster. I don't think I actually have enough steel nearby, even with this fully mined and realized. I don't think I'll have enough steel to produce all of this. We'll find out. Hey! Good job, Sam. Good luck, Sam. Let's help Sam. Samantha Haxton, you have been made worthy to be assisted in your matters most foul. And the hell's the rest of the colonists? Oh, there you are. The hell? Fire? No! You go back. Really? The visitors from the Eastern Coda are leaving? Huh. Thanks for the party, gang. Okay, cool. Please leave. You're not leaving. You're gonna die and turn into a zombie, but again, that's not my problem. How Sam is certainly doing. Sam's chances of survival are actually doable if I care to save them. Or is that about stealing miners to work in the mines? Do they yearn for the mines? This is not the Minecraft movie. The state of children yearning for the mines is currently unknown in this scenario. Hey look, more aggro zombies because of that Psyloid. I love it. Another Psyloid has got... Yep, okay, cool. Very, very cool. You're bleeding all over my nice linen floor that is not made of linens, but it sounds fun. Single Psyloid versus a rat and a zombie. Let's see who wins this incredible climax. This climactic showdown. Boom. Good job. Is that a one-eyed zombie? I think it might be. Nope. Oh, whatever the case may be. Blah. Life continues. Life continues ever onwards. Ugh. I wonder what it's gonna be like to get raided by Ardo Skull in this game. Will I have the heart to shoot him? I don't think I will. Hey, look. More death comes our way. Samantha, you've had a difficult time. Oh, Samantha, you let them get to you. Now they're gonna kill you and turn you into one of them. What an absolute shame. If only there was a colony nearby that could help you in your time of need. Hey, look, it's a Psyloid. It's coming. Nope, it doesn't care. If you don't hunt birds, then... well then, there's no fouler way to get meat. Ha! Fowls. A female skeleton, eh? Did you know that the difference between male and female skeletons is actually noticeable? Oh, Sam, you're actually a genius. You've decided to run away from certain death, and you're gonna use that nearby wall to fight your enemies. I gave you too much credit, didn't I? Way too much credit. Well, when Sam dies, I inherit her smart revolver, so, you know, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Oh, brother. Spacers are fleeing. You better. You better flee. Fly, you fools. Hey, the grav engine's been damaged. That's my favorite thing to happen. I'm glad that this is probably the most interesting situation somebody's built a grav ship in. Having to constantly shoot everything surrounding the grav ship before even getting to the point where it's being constructed. If you were in a survival situation, would you become a fowler or would you choose a different type of hunting? Oh, that's actually an occupation. I thought you were just making a more... Well, you're probably doing both. I don't know. I'd try probably hunting something bigger. But, hey look, a shambler assault immediately. Yay, time to fight more zombie children. My favorite pastime. Can write that on my Wikipedia under the trivia section. Bowenthius' favorite pastime is fighting zombie children for some reason. It's a direct quote. If I had a article on the VTuber wiki, which I don't, because I'm an obscure nobody. Honestly, I'd like to keep it that way. Fame seems like it's quite hard on the head. In every imaginable sense. They took a sweet innocent youth and they corrupted him through the evils of... popularity. I'm of course talking about Justin Bieber! Oh yeah, zombies. Hunter of wildfowl. I haven't done that. One down. 7 more to go. Oh, they've surrounded my house and are currently destroying it. Cool. They are just absolutely hell-bent on destroying my walls, and there is nothing I can do to stop them besides killing them. Let's kill them. Oh, prissy, you pissy sissy. You've been struck by a smooth zombie middle. See, you'd think I'd do the song that actually featured zombies from Michael Jackson called Thriller, but instead... Galloway has started rambling like a maniac. Sick. I'm glad you guys are here to witness this unraveling of the game with me. Because just things are going from bad to worse, from worse to terrible, from terrible to just... watching a play-by-play of your own future where you get to die a horrible burning death in a tornado. A fire. And that's a play somebody made based on your exploits and their prediction of your future. That's what's happening to me right. Oh, the monolith is so huge that it's currently obfuscating that zombie that's breaking my door down. At this point, it's not even worth saves coming. This is so beyond salvageable that I'm just gonna do my best and come what may. You know what's coming? Zombies. Could you have guessed that? Could you have guessed that? I'm genuinely speechless. Any more? Yep, one more. Kill it. The only difference between fame and flame is that you are on fire as you are taking an L. Wise words. Alright, is that all of them? There's one dead corpse over there. Now what's going on? Oh yeah, Prissy's gonna die. Oh wait, no, Prissy didn't... Oh, look, luck! In this world of hell, a silver lining reveals itself onto me. How delightful. Die. Thank you. 'Twas a mercy killing! That's an iconic quote from the Witch Doctor from Dota 2. It was a mercy killing! I love that guy, he's my favorite sport. Small herd of thrumbos have wandered into the area. Oh great, not only do I get to fight fucking zombies, I also get to fight zombie thrumbos. Unless... Actually no, those are animals, so zombies are going to ignore them. They only have eyes for me. Eyes for yours truly. Hey look, more steel. Hey, and the path to the steel is cleared. How salubrious. Alright. Spectra, how are you holding up? Good. Harriet, how are you holding up? Good. Zombies are coming with the voice The zombies are coming. I think that's... yeah, because it's said by the zombies. It's very polite of them to warn you of their imminent invasion themselves. The zombies are coming. No, that's more Dr. Claw. It was more like a not gravelly, but instead more loose lip sync ships type of deal. The zombies are coming. Something like that. It's been a very long time since I last played Plants vs. Zombies, but even then the ending song sung by the Sunflower in that game still lives in my head rent-free. It's delightful. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on the lawn. Very actually appropriate for my current situation. They are constantly on my lawn. I just realized that I'm just playing mushrooms versus zombies. Except I'm playing as the people eating the mushrooms. It's basically a colony of crazy Daves trying to survive the zombie apocalypse in a hallucinogenic world. That's why they're crazy, because they're constantly tripping on mushrooms. Hi there, we're incoming, the zombies from Plants vs. Zombies. Yes, very charitable of them. There's a reason corpse and corpse sounds the same. They are built upon the rotting body of society. Damn it, been watching too much cyberpunk content again. You've gone down the rabbit hole, I see. Lawn, damn, you in space, America? I mean, what else do you call this? The grass? The fauna? The Ceres fauna? She's retired, but she didn't retire. She just went to stream on a different channel. Her own channel. Where she gets to keep all the income and do whatever the hell she wants. I really enjoy the current development in the VTuber world, where the pipeline is basically, you get picked up by a big corporation and become famous, and then if the corporation is good, because there's literally only one good one, you get to leave amicably, and you get to take your audience with you, and then you just get to have the audience. It's lovely. That's, from what I understand, that has happened I can only think of 2 examples right now. No, 3. 3 times! From Hololive specifically. And I wish them the best. That sounds good. What do you mean, the Death Pall Rising is a theme song currently playing? We will. Harriet suffered additional neural fatigue. Further collapses oh god, it is cumulative. Oh no. Well, moderate avoid and strong preference for solid. Honestly, I don't blame you. The situation is beyond appalling. Beyond death pall. Logan? No. No. No, none of that. None of that here. This is a safe space. Ugh. I love how hopeful and naive I was at the beginning of this playthrough. I'm gonna survive the zombies, and I'm gonna have a lovely little base, and I'm gonna make the fealty of endless knowledge or whatever. And it's gonna be such a beautiful, beautiful sanctuary, library. And now I'm so desperate to get away from all the zombies, I've resorted to something I set out not to do, namely build a grav ship and leave. And even that, I'm not confident I'm going to get to. Not saying that I won't, but I'm not confident I'm going to get to. Because these morons keep running into zombies. Oh, brother. Oh. Brother, help me. You fools! You've engaged the kill switch. Here comes the fuzz. Can I put an X on the... Yeah, just leave them. I don't care for them. Should have done that long ago. But I did not. Shoot them dead and proper. Let them come. They will die all the same. Very good, team. Look at that. That is efficient. That is effective. That is power right there, Dante. If there's any good I can take away from this game is that it gave me plenty of shotguns to work with. I wouldn't imagine where I'd be without shotguns. Ah, the 12th bone is yours. The sphenoid bone. Techfilthy of eternal... Yes, that's these guys. Definitely eternal. New Rimworld run. The hyper-capitalist. Your colonist has no skills and won't work, but they have a whole lot of money. It reminds me of the iconic scene in Breaking Bad where they made so much money they literally started stockpiling it and just couldn't figure out what to do with it, so it was just a large pile of money in a storage facility just sitting there, not doing anything. At that point, when you make so much money that it no longer is a resource that you need, what do you even do? I wish I knew! Ugh. Back in the saddle, let's get off the saddle. Fairglade, thank you. Right. Why do you guys have this? You no longer have this. You are not worthy of being outside the safe zone. You are not worthy. I'm trying to think of what kind of person would actually enjoy this kind of scenario where you constantly have zombies picking at your heels. A masochist? Probably. It's like Mr. Beast, he literally gives away a lot of money, like an ungodly amount. I wonder why he does that. I wonder why. It's not getting to the topic of that guy, I'd rather not. I would rather not. I feel like the Meat Canyon videos on him made it... were a better way of saying without words what the situation is. In parody, there can be a lot of truth. Are you guys talking to each other while mining? What a fair glade. Yes, produce research for the ENIAC for me. The iconic ENIAC. It is needed, it is necessary. Required, even. You might go so far as to say. In fact, it's going to be very useful because the ENIAC Unlocks research for the radio terminal, which is a one-tile ability to communicate with other people. It's not a 2x3 grid for some ungodly reason. Did you know meat can yawn? Damn, I'm calling people meat now. I mean, the dog in Fallout, whichever one it was called dog meat. That is a valid name. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Hey, Kishesh! I'm thinking of getting a toy shovel and a bucket for you so you can try to build sturdier sandcastles. Oh, what a beautiful remark from the geriatric. Basically all the Fallout games. Yeah, there we go. Penny kicked off a discussion with Paul on dreams. The discussion flowed easily with shared views, making things smooth. Oh, smooth skies and sailing all around us, isn't it? Please use the steel, make the ship, and leave! At this point, I think I'm gonna start leaning towards... Wait, what? Oh. Well, that's a shame. That's a real diddly-dang shame. Why the hell were you all the way up there? Oh, that's Sam! Oh, you guys remember the iconic character Sam? Where the hell did she die? Where's her gun? More shamblers, I love them. Look at them all, aren't they beautiful? Where the hell did Sam die? You've brought to my attention... Your life is actually a beautiful thing, because it brought to my attention, specifically your death, that there's a smart gun somewhere here. Where the hell did she die? Why the hell were you over there? Where's her smart gun? She died and became a zombie, so this is the ultimate fate of Sam. She couldn't even make it past the tile to become a zombie off screen. Sam's blood loss caused Sam to expire. She died 13 hours ago. She died 13 hours ago, and I'm hearing about this only now. And now I have to put her down myself. Okay, where the hell did she... We need to retrace her steps that I don't know what her steps are. She died doing what she loved, living. I guess she died doing what she loved, bleeding out to death. If somebody spots a smart pistol on the ground, please do let me know. 6 eyes are better than none. Maybe she... Who the hell are you? Where are you going? You know what? Not my problem. Luciferium. Isn't it wonderful? Delta Rage was right. He was, yeah. Yes. Above her corpse? There's a... Wait. Oh, there we go. Serviceman. Well, you're gonna be servicing zombies now. Is it on her butt? No. Above her corpse. I don't... Nope. I don't see it. Mullins, you brave soul! I believe you can do it. Here comes Zhang-Wan. Go, Zhang-Wan, I believe in you. You can do it. Ooh. This is turning into an outright battle. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. You see what happened? You destroyed his brain with a survival rifle. He couldn't even turn into a zombie. You just destroyed his brain. That was your own guy. Galloway? He yet lives. He won't soon, but he yet lives. And it's not my fault that he's going to die. I just realized this is a survival rifle and air gun. Foldable rifle issued to War Machine crew members in case of emergency, accepts multiple common calibers. No, it's not an air gun. It just sounds like one. That's fun. I don't think Zhang Wan's gonna make it. Let's see if Igor, the friendly fire Casanova, can do it. Oh. Oh, I just realized I got another riot revolver for my troubles. And an elephant rifle. And a riot revolver. I love it. More revolvers for the rest of us. Too bad that the moment Galloway dies, these guys are gonna piss off, but you know what? That's for the better. They're all gonna die to zombies anyway. Poor Igor. Look at his iconic steel tactical vest. That would have been useful. Oh, there it is! There it is! Smart revolver, there it is. Right, I need the special mission. You're not doing anything. Go collect something important for me before Galloway bleeds out and you lose my ability for me to control you. Extreme break risk. I don't care. Colonist needs rescue. I don't care. Probably should care, but I don't. Actually, how about you equip that, and then you rescue Galloway? And so began Bowen's new love for death sports, and the conversion of this run into a Hunger Games type playthrough. I guess so. Roanne is quite brainless. Well... Riot revolver and elephant rifle, so a shotgun revolver and a super strong sniper rifle? Yes! Yes! All of those things. And more. Yeah, there goes Igor. And a survival rifle, which apparently is powerful enough to destroy brains. Oh, look at him and his cocked head. I think Galloway's quite dead. Yeah, but at least this will extend his lifetime. So I can milk more of these guys. More time from these guys. At the very least. Neither man nor beast. In fact, before that happens, how about you drop that delicious, delightful smart revolver so you don't leave with it. And you can go rescue Galloway. For all the good that will do him, considering that he has progressed very far in his infection and will most likely succumb to it, so actually bringing him over here is detrimental to me because he's going to turn into a zombie and eat my terrorist. Which is bad optics. You think they would have been more you think they would have been more eager to live, but they stood their ground and died for it. That's what it means to be a part of the... to be in service to the division, or what are they a part of? 878th Logistics Division. That's what it means to be a soldier. You sit and stand your ground, and then you die. Grav ship, oh grav ship, how I wait for you to be built. Did my game just... Nope, no it didn't. Okay. Oh, because of complex theft. The game lagged because it was generating this mission that I won't do. I never even got to see the Combine in this playthrough. Woe is me. Medical emergency for Galloway. He's gonna be Gallowaying away. You can also get free grav panels by going to ancient stockpiles. Oh, Lector. Your perception of my colony's capabilities is even more optimistic than even I could hope to dare to dream of. These guys can't save themselves in a world abundant with mushroom and fungus. I don't think they'll be able to survive a trek through the woods from here to here. I just don't see it happening. Death is all over this place and has gripped this world like a vice. I am lucky to have survived for 11 whole streams, to be honest with you. Not even 11, like 6. This playthrough is more than the previous playthrough, and even then, it's not that fruitful. God, look at all these beautiful things that I can salvage, but zombies. 3 of them to be exact, and more are coming. One should pick and choose their fights. There is infinite exhaust in these worlds of the Rim. Galloway, oh Galloway. What will we do with him? He is going to be a zombie in a matter of days. I need to figure out what to do with him. And we will do so maybe next time. Is Galloway in my base? Yes, he is, and he's gonna turn into a zombie. He's literally... A future zombie is where everybody is sleeping. This was literally a subplot in The Walking Dead. Where... instead of outside of the heavily fortified prison walls, the zombie was inside the prison walls. And that was a problem. Send them to your enemies. I really should, but I will do that next time. We will solve the Galloway situation on the next Rimworld stream. Feel free to tune in tomorrow, because I'll be doing something different, namely reading SCP articles. If you like that, you will enjoy tomorrow's stream. If not, then I wish you a delightful rest of your week. Let me just... Did I ever even turn off the... yes, I did. Cool. Quit that. Hopefully it'll stay quit. It's quit. Alright. Let's see what we got going on for ourselves in terms of raid opportunities. I recently had to clean up my browser tabs because I had about 20 open. It's not good to have 50 million tabs open. That's why bookmarks exist, I think. Probably. Anyway, thank you for the wonderful stream. Mission accomplished. Yes! Mission accomplished. Managed to stream. There's your beautiful raid messages. Let's see who we're sending those messages to. Only 20? I have like 200. 200 what? 20 what? What did I say? I have no idea. Refresh my memory on what that message is referring to, because I have the memory of a goldfish. It's something that I used to be angry with other streamers over when I was a viewer, and now that I'm in the hot seat, I actually see what they in the affliction, so to speak. Yes, thank you very much everybody for stopping by and being with me. Oh, I just had an idea. Let's check out Rimworld as a tab and see what we've got going on there. First time going past day 50. That seems promising. It's big-timey. I say... Well, relative to me, that's a big-timey streamer. Good enough. I do not mind. There we go. Right. We're going into Kanubi, who is also doing Rimworld. Seems to be a bit more new to the game than I am, so hopefully you'll enjoy your time there. Good God. But yes, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for the well wishes and the hellos and all that good stuff. I will see you tomorrow for some SCP readery. And until then, I wish you a pleasant day and farewell. Spectabubiblabber. Indeed. Indeed. Ha.